Oh no!
Oh no!
What's going on?
Yo!
Hello.
Werewolves! Is that what you said?
Werewolves.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it was Aragwen's idea, the moon phase widget.
Mm-hmm. And it's a good one. I like to be reminded, too.
Of the moon phase?
Yeah, well, sometimes I see it in the sky, and I'm like, oh, cool, it's a whatever moon it is. Where's the sound of that? Oh, there we go. Yay!
I was just like, I guess Kate's leaving.
Bye,
Into the
Kate.
wall?
No.
Into the wall!
But also, sure. But
Yeah.
also, all proceeds go to the Indigenous Women's Shelter in Montreal, which is why I was like, move out of my way. I've been wanting merch for years, but now it's going to a cause.
By the way,
May I
school
touch your
children.
shirt to see how the fabric
Yeah,
is?
feel it.
It's soft.
Yeah.
John, can I feel your fabric later? I can't reach you right now, so do you mind if I...
That's okay. I don't mind about the Twitch terms of service.
Ah!
Old Griffin, it is awesome. It is a crescent moon, not a gibbous moon.
Yeah. Well, no, the gibbous moon was the moon phase that existed.
Oh, yeah, in the,
Oh,
yes.
I'm an
And
idiot.
which-
Sorry,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bag.
You're in a
There's-
multi-moon
Yeah,
existence.
multi-moon discussion.
Yeah, it's a waning gibbous, isn't it?
Do
Yes.
you live on, like, Jupiter or something?
Yes.
Nice.
I was like, you must be
Where
referring to the
boys
shirt.
go
You're not
to
referring to the shirt.
Get more stupider?
Where boys go to get more stupider? I'm not familiar with these
Jupiter?
references.
Wow.
I'm not familiar with
Okay,
is it a
it's
song?
one of those stupid kids, like when you're, I think it might be one of
Oh!
those hand patty cake
That's
things.
so cute.
I don't remember. It had something to do with like go to Mars to get chocolate bars, probably, because, you know.
Right, Mars bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Go to
Okay, well,
Venus,
now I'm
get
gonna
a-
look this up later.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
maybe use it for a
This is
ritual.
elementary school. we literally were not rhyming Venus with penis. We were that young.
What I love is the people who call it Uranus, because they're like, yeah, this'll work.
Yeah.
This sounds like urine.
Yeah, it's
That's what they
unfortunate.
did on the Magic School Bus, I'm pretty sure.
Right on the magic. Oh boy. Well, I mean,
Well,
it's in my bag, Flower. I could go get it if you really want me to.
I was talking about how Scott should be wearing my shirt, but it was about 15 seconds before we went live, and I wasn't sure I'd be able to get a different shirt on my body before we started, so...
And then we switch over, and
It
everyone's...
has too many clothes.
I'm
we
wearing
have too
all the
few.
clothes, yeah.
Hey.
Meanwhile, it doesn't matter. Maybe I'm not wearing a shirt under this. You don't know. Well, I guess you know.
Yeah,
Maybe
but
we have a filter that's your jacket, that's like
Yeah, it's-
on top of you.
you're just wearing a green sheet.
Wouldn't
Greened it
that
onto you.
that'd be great? Also, no, it's not even a green screen. It's just literally like a black.
Oh,
kinda-
Yeah, it's just
It goes
like
up
a
here,
layer.
and then like my head would move around on top of it.
That explains why he doesn't get up at breaks.
No, it does actually.
It
And
would
Bluey
ruin
is correct, of course.
illusion.
Yes. Defo don't have the pants.
That's definitely confirmed.
Oh, I am absolutely not wearing pants, Bluey.
Hot.
Can confirm.
Yes.
I don't.
I had to lean a little further. for
In
my angle.
fact, even in the dead of winter, I will often not be wearing pants if we're in studio because it can get warm in here, and I'm wearing extra clothes. One day I won't wear shorts, and then we'll see what happens.
And see how long it takes for us to notice.
Yeah. Because
I've noticed right
you can kind of.
What?
Good question, Ellie Spot. No, this is the traditional colors of Geordie Theatre, but their artistic director is Indigenous in origin. I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not going to guess what nation his heritage comes from. But yeah,
I should probably put this other PC to sleep that I can see.
Oh, yeah.
all that heat
If it's
coming
gonna
off
just
of it.
keep- Yeah, if it's gonna keep. Yeah. I mean, Ellie Spot, don't tempt us for the outdoor stream. I have a wonderful vision of us just like picnicking with like, you know, a single camera. I don't know.
Yeah, laptop.
Just a little
Yeah,
laptop.
the
That
We
would
wouldn't
be
even
really
play. We
charming
would just like
for good society.
picnic.
All of us just enjoying like
Oh.
high tea outside and picnic.
be wonderful.
I heard Mr. Brocklehurst proposed to Miss...
Mr. Brecklehurst?
Would you mind passing?
Which
you
poor
the
bastard ended up with that name? God damn it.
Oh, Flower, it's gonna be terrible.
The question is
I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, it's a good question generally. I'll just keep talking in the meantime. I mean, this looks like I'm where they invented the Brecklehurst sandwich, more commonly known as the breakfast sandwich. Oh, thanks, Flower. That's good. Mr. and Mrs. Brecklehurst. Oh my god. Oh, okay, Ellie Spot. We'll forgive you.
Is this the kind of thing that, like,
Can I
I'm going to have to
stimulate?
introduce a Brecklehurst now?
Yes.
Should I rename the bar to Bar Brecklehurst?
That's the all.
So
No. When we inevitably go back to London, following your character's history, we'll
You find
go
out I'm
to,
heir to the Brecklehurst estate.
or
The Burgundy Lion was originally called was the Brecklehurst.
That's
Why?
pretty good, actually. And someone
Brecklehurst
was like,
Fair.
I shouldn't do that. Yeah.
The Burgundy Lion is a pub in Montreal that is very much like England Forward,
Yes.
which
that
is
is a
not really a thing.
bit of a brave choice, I would say.
Choice.
it's
Pubs
tasty.
around here,
Yeah, I
if they're
think
not
that's
like Quebecois, they are Irish.
Yes. Oh, also, actually, good
How we
point.
have
Yeah.
so many.
That is a really
Well-
good point. I hadn't thought about that.
A lot of them came over here 150 years ago or so.
Yep.
Some of them were treated well.
Mm.
History!
Yay.
And we have lots
Some of us
of
studied.
delicious food.
Yes. Which we like.
Yeah.
Brecklehurst and the Dundergriffs. God
We actually
damn it.
And I
have
like
a
Luke's.
really long
Help a be
tradition of
Brafferton.
St. Patrick's Day parades here because of how large the population is.
Hmm.
So it's cool.
Orange.
Yes, hello. My name is Helperby Brafferton.
Helper?
Helperby Brafferton.
Oh, I thought it was Helper B. Brafferton.
Look, I just read the chat. I don't comment. I
It would be a
comment
character you would create who just loves to help.
Yeah.
Right?
It's Benjamin Burble's real name is Helperby Brafferton. It's a Changeling Riverwild reference for those of you who didn't. Anyway, that's a whole other kettle of fish.
The deep cut.
The deep cut. That's right. Oh man.
Goodbye. Kung Fu Fenris.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Oh boy.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
So now that we're hopefully with Helper Bee and the
Brecklehurst.
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 Brecklehursts in the rear view mirror,
So you hope.
Yeah. So you hope.
I will ask how you're doing, how you're feeling.
Thumbs up. Feeling great.
All right.
No further comments. No further questions, Your Honor.
Further comments. So I'm gonna say that this is where the grace period ends. So now is the time. Is the time. Now's the time for me to ask all of you, are you comfortable with your character sheets as they stand? Thank you, Gil.
Thank you, Gil. Holy crap.
Thank you for the sub-bomb. I made an adjustment.
Hmm.
I moved 1 dot from composure to intelligence, which means that I now have 4 willpower instead of 5.
Well, you have so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Composure and resolve are relatively high stats for me.
And you still don't spend your.
I did, yeah. Well, it's funny that you mentioned it. Last session, I spent 1 to reroll. Like, I already had a bunch of successes, but I was like, well, I've got 2 non-successes. I may as well try to, and they came up successes as well. Because it's up to 3 dice, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was just like, yeah, sure.
It's up to 3 dice. You don't have to. But I don't have 3 dice.
Exactly. Oh, God. Yeah. That'd be bad.
So Flower of August, does that mean you're gonna give us money if none of us spent XP?
None of us spent
BRB.
XP, right?
BRB not spending it. Exactly.
If
If we spend. Okay.
BRB.
BRB, yeah, exactly. Oh, shit.
Well, then I guess I'm just going to have to ask you to thrust those fists out. And we'll see whether you spent experience. 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh.
Yay! Fate saves us all.
Hooray!
I spent. Whoa! I attacked Liz with my character sheet. Paper cut. Yeah. I spent 6 XP in order to up my intimidation from 1 to 2.
Cool.
It's great. Yeah.
Kung Fu Fenders is correct. Daylight saving time in North America happens a week later.
Thanks,
because reasons.
There we go. We like to do things differently. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So the key is that next week, for some of you, we are going to appear to be airing earlier.
Well, a few weeks from now, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, not next week. Yeah, in a few weeks from now, for 1 week, we will air an hour earlier, and that'll be it.
Back to the usual time, which is, oh god, it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Is this the good daylight savings or the bad daylight
It's the
savings?
good one.
Fall
Okay.
back, you get an extra hour.
Exactly. But if
Neither of them are good.
well, I mean that is a
neither
good
of them
point.
are good, but
I-
it's like a...
Well,
Is it the worst of the...
it's the best of the worst, but I
best
will
of the
say, if you're in danger of falling back, you need to keep yourself really safe, guys, okay? Now, obviously, there are different ways of keeping yourself safe, but we here on RPG Clinic, we use
What a segue.
safety card. Thank you so much. It's my first ever. We use our safety cards to keep ourselves safe here on RPG Clinic. You in the chat don't have these cards for your safety, but your safety is important, and I'll talk about that in just a few minutes. What do these cards mean? The green card, the play card, tells everybody at the table, despite outward appearances, I'm still having fun and I'm good to go. The yellow card, the pause card, lets people know that you need to make something known at the table, but once the card comes down, play can continue. The red card, also known as the stop card, means play must come to a stop. Because we're streaming, we'll probably go to a BRB screen, and then when everybody is okay to continue playing, we can resume playing. Like I mentioned before, of course, you in the chat do not have these cards for your safety, but it is of paramount importance to us and to you. So what can you do for your own safety? You can message us. You can whisper RPG Clinic. We would all see that, although sometimes there'll be a delay because, you know, we're gaming. You can also message a mod if you need to make something known to us or keep it anonymous. In the chat today, we have Kung Fu Fenris. Thank you, Kung Fu Fenris. And of course, most importantly, if you need to leave for any reason, the chat or the stream, for your own safety and well-being, we don't want to see you go, but you should definitely exercise that option if you need to. It's important to us. And there you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Perfect, Splooey.
Return trip.
Perfect, Splooey.
Ooh.
Can't wait.
I've decided that as a return trip from, like, you know, the royal manor up country or whatever. You know, because
tree?
up country.
Oh, up
Oh,
country.
town tree.
That's a term.
The fuck?
She deserves to be royalty.
you've done the safety demonstration.
See.
You preempted the segue, which excellent.
Well,
work.
I
No,
felt
no,
it coming.
by
I
all
just had
means.
to. Yeah.
Look, when you feel a segue coming on,
Oh!
you gotta let it out. In fact, if you feel a segue coming on for longer than 4 hours,
You should definitely call a medical professional. That's correct.
Kung Fu Fenris, I don't agree that any return trip sucks balls. I prefer return trips because they often feel shorter.
Yeah, but I feel like often things go wrong on return trips. Our most recent return trip,
Yeah.
that was where the travel difficulties came into play.
That is a good point. That is a good point.
Which is always kind of a shame, like, when the return trip sucks, because then that's the last part of your trip that you're, like, left with. But, you know.
I just pretend it's a work day. That's my work. The work
Yeah,
and
that's
travel
fair.
home. Yeah.
A good way to look at it. Then you're like, yeah, this is work. It sucks. That's fine.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, damn, that is a cool Twitch.
Ah, is that Owl's eyes on fire?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
something. Angry owls.
Is Bloaty playing?
Hype rage.
Pipe
Perfect.
rage.
Well, angry owl.
Bloaty playing?
Maybe a mechanical mistake.
Bloaty. Seems bad though.
Yeah, it does. But I'm just gonna go with slight mechanical difficulty.
I think we can all agree, though, that the best return trips are the ones that are without a necessary deadline. The one
Yeah.
where you
Correct.
can be like, I'll get back, it's fine, it's cool. And not, if I don't make it back, oh no, in 20 minutes I'm going to have to do another thing and I'm...
Yep.
It's oh my god.
Oh my god, he exploded.
Still my favorite moment of Guys in Chairs.
Yes.
Just everybody cut to, oh!
Guys,
Shout out to
cheers.
Super Dylan.
Bye, Super Dylan.
That was so good.
Shout out to
Great
Super
game.
Dylan for the game. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
You can get it on the internets.
You know who else can get it?
All of us? All? Yeah,
I meant
yeah.
Troy.
That segues.
Oh, right.
That
Get it
segues
as
straight
well.
to
I didn't want to, like, I feel more comfortable objectifying.
6, but it's going down. You know what I mean?
it's going further and further down the longer that we delay.
Oh
Oh my god.
boy.
Let's see what happened last time.
Perfect.
Dante, Macris, and Troyan dispose of some bodies and return to Weathered Storm, where they meet more members of the Sept. They're led to the Heart, a place full of mystery and memory, which further piques their curiosity about the Cairn's past. The trio passes into the Umbra and meets Goose. Despite nursing a burn wound of mysterious origin, the spirit is elegant and dignified. She counsels the pack to tread carefully when digging for answers. Old wounds can be all too easily reopened. Back at Bar Balthazar, the pack learns about some of Climata's security oversights from courier Theo. The organization is also apparently growing trees in their warehouse. Suspicious of Climata's motives, the trio decides to investigate the location for themselves.
Clap, 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 clap.
Yeah.
The
When I
trio
was
is
listening
that.
to it back, I was like, that's a weird way to read that sentence. Not gonna change it.
Correct.
Too late.
Tick, tick, tick.
Fun day.
Well,
Hi.
It's in trends. Oh dear.
Law of Ite.
well, now you just have to read. You need to do
No,
an
no.
audiobook series where you're reading children's stories in that voice.
Well, I've been reading Jane Eyre to the New Kitten, and it sounds basically
That is
exactly like that. So
Cutest fucking thing I've ever heard.
hello, my
reading-
name is Kitten. Can you please adopt me and
Call
read
me
books to me?
bedtime story. I love reading.
Hello,
out
it's
loud.
3 a.m. I can't sleep. Wake up and read to
I
me.
probably can't sleep either. Let's read.
Aw.
Friendship.
Shut up! I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, Scott and John, meanwhile, like
Screaming in the background.
Jane Eyre, though, specifically.
Yeah, we're reading it for book club.
Okay.
But it's a long book, and so and when you have like a new, especially like we have quite an anxious kitten, so I like to speak to her very soothingly. And I was like, 2 birds, 1 stone. Speak to her soothingly and get my reading in. Yeah. No.
Shall we get this started?
Hell yeah.
And if you can click into our little stats viewer, that would be awesome. Thank you.
I hate going into places where I know I don't belong. Which is why I've always had such a thrill when I'm invited to a place that I know is restricted access. But to me, restricted access has always been like, do you want to come behind the bar? Do you want to see what it's like in the staff lounge? And I'm like, oh, because I know that I'm not really supposed to be there, but I can totally go there. And yet there are other people who are like, yeah, let's go somewhere else. And they just go. I've never been that person, which probably is why I'm not a ragabash. But there is something very tangible about walking into a location where you're not supposed to be there and realizing that no one notices. Is it that they don't notice you? Is it that they don't care? Or is it that they have no reason to assume you shouldn't be there? Any number of these things could be true. But when you go to a place where you're not supposed to be, remember, there's always going to be the chance that someone will catch you. And if they do, then the question becomes, what happens next? Where were you? Where are you? Where's Buttercup?
we were all at Bar Balthazar. We were hearing from Theo, thank you, the bike courier, about some of the information to do with Climata as highlighted in the recap. And we had decided that we were going to briefly go our separate ways to do some recon. Recon. We were going to each attempt to find out more about this Climata warehouse situation. I think specifically Macris had a plan, and then we were gonna just do other stuff.
Yeah.
Not like party, but like other stuff. Yeah.
Party.
Yeah, we can party.
Yeah. Ain't no party like a stakeout party.
Oh shit! Because a stakeout party, you don't move. Sorry.
Yeah, you don't stand there smoking 100 cigarettes and leaving all the cigarette butts around you.
No, true. Very true.
Movies.
But yeah, I mean that's where we were, and that was the plan. I believe we heard that there was a Tim Hortons right across the street from the Climata warehouse in the East End, which is I think where Macris was headed. Dante had plans to go and do some research at home, and I don't know about Troyan. Sorry, Troyan.
Yeah, Troyan's doing work from the bar at this point.
When you say that you're doing research at home, what is that?
Dante wants to dig into the ownership of the black SUV. Was it an SUV? Whatever. The cars that the Escalades that the Climata scientists were using. We got a photo of the license plate. So it should be a not simple matter, but for someone of Dante's abilities, he should be able to see if he can dig into who the owner of that vehicle is. Now, this is not above board, mind you. He's going to have to do that illegally.
I love how you're talking about this and you're somehow making it attractive. Oh, I'm just going to go home, do a little research. Might be illegal.
Look, I'm still on exalted brain, okay? If I make it attractive enough, you'll give me stunt dice. I think that's how this works. Anyway, that's my plan.
That's literally the only way Scott can get stunt dice. That was quite evocative, Scott, but can you tickle my ball?
Well, I was gonna say it's because you guys are no longer playing footsie at the end of the table like you did when we were playing Exalted.
Very
Now
true.
it's all
And he
verbal.
could, I guess, literally tickle your balls with how he wanted the stunt dice. I guess. I was on the other end of the table, so I wasn't privy to this
Fuck.
hot under the table action.
Hot under the table action. Oh my god. HUTT. Hey. Anyway,
Hi, fun day, welcome.
hi, fun day. It is
You're
a
new
fun
here.
day. Yeah, but that's anyway, that's my plan. Or that's Dante's plan, I should say.
Who has the
That's
TOS?
such a cheeky emote. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute, weirdness. Oh man.
Oh, Ellie spot on it, as always.
Now,
All right. So you're going home to do this?
yes.
That is going to be we're going to call that a straight up intelligence computers check, but the difficulty is 3.
Okay.
Or by computers, we're going to call that technology.
Yeah, eh? Okay, cool. It's various editions of World of Darkness, John. I'm with you. My
Yep.
rage has also gone down to 1,
Yeah.
or has reset, I should say. Okay.
Yeah, I would say that's fair.
Intelligence, technology.
Troyan?
So, Troyan is putting together a phony delivery for Climata's warehouse. Taking your idea, Kate. She's putting the sender as Molson. And it's like it's a welcome delivery of a whole bunch of Molson products that she's procured. And the idea is like welcome to the city. If you have any events, keep us in mind. Like it's that kind of thing. And her hope is that the more lax employees at the warehouse will take advantage of the free booze, start to get a little
Oh.
messy at work, and maybe take frequent breaks out that door
Mm-hmm.
that they don't always close properly behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So she's doing all this from the bar. She's like basically making a little, like she's packing things in the box.
You know what that means that this is? That's manipulation craft.
Incredible.
Ooh, okay. Well, we've got great manipulation and no craft, so.
I don't think we've ever had manipulation craft.
I love
before.
it.
No.
But
Yeah.
there it is.
There. Yeah.
Troyan. Or not Troyan, Macris.
Macris would
With one or
be
two.
headed straight there. So hanging out initially in the Tim Hortons in whatever corner has the best sightline of the building, and then eventually making their way closer to the facilities, trying to get sightlines of various doors and entryways.
What are you trying to do? What's the goal?
Get specifics on door, how often people are coming and going through doors, when the shift changes seem to be based on when everyone comes and goes,
For the purposes of
eventually infiltrating and slipping inside.
today?
I guess if she sees an opportunity to slip inside, then she will.
Hell yeah.
But if it seems like everyone, is wearing a uniform, or she doesn't think that she could, then she won't. But she'll at least stake
Okay.
out how to get it.
All right. Well, that we're going to say is going to be a wits investigation.
Put myself back to base rage. Wits investigation.
3.
I spent a willpower to reroll,
There you go.
as I remembered.
Also 3.
Great.
4 successes because I got a crit. I got 2 10s.
Oh, I'm sorry. I also got 2 10s. Thank you for reminding me that that's a rule. So 5 then. Sorry to interrupt.
No,
Damn.
it's okay.
Okay. Then apparently I don't have to do anything. All of you are just going to be excellent at all your jobs. Scott,
Yes.
Dante will discover that the Escalades have been purchased by, they are not listed as company cars.
Okay.
However, both of the Escalades for which you have license plates are registered to the same person. And that person, you now have address. They do work for Climata,
Mm-hmm.
but you have their home address, cell phone number, everything that you could possibly want. The name is Zed. Z-E-D.
Okay, yep. Thank you.
And then Pursova. Pursova.
Okay. Great name.
You are clocking everybody as they're coming in and out. I assume that you're going to be spending a couple of hours doing this,
Yeah.
nursing a double-double for as long as you can.
The extra large, which is like practically a full liter of coffee.
It really
Yeah.
is a lot, yeah.
It's a lot of coffee.
It really is.
But as you see people come and go, one thing that does become clear is that security here, while they have a big deal of showing off that they have this security, people have been working here long enough that they're no longer terribly, shall we say, they're not very stringent when it comes to the rules. People are holding doors open for each other. Some people kind of come in and then, leave, but hold the door open so that they can either have a cigarette or just take a second to talk to somebody else. They'll hold doors for somebody else as they go in. This is the sort of security system that is designed to check when somebody enters and leaves. So if somebody beeps out, they typically beep in. But if a lot of people come out and in, sometimes people don't. And it seems that some people also will open the door and then beep in without having beeped out. So overall, it's security theater more than it's actual security. And then a delivery happens. Did you send a private courier for this?
Yeah.
Did you send Theo?
No. She doesn't want to get any suspicion cast on him for coming back again so soon.
Sends it over. There's several parts, I imagine, right? Like this is liquid that we're sending here. Molson, for people who don't know, is a beer company.
Mm-hmm.
Well, among other things,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah.
So with there being big like dollies of, you know, several cases of Molson X,
Nice.
there will be an opportunity if you want to slip in.
Yeah. Macris will do so. She'll head on over and offer to grab the door just as one of the carts is being rolled towards it, sort of thing, to hold it open. Then we'll go in behind them, sort of following the security folks. Not the delivery folk.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
There's a great version of that scene where instead you like put a blanket over the beer and you're like under the blanket, you know. But I don't do that.
In one of the Molson boxes.
In the
Surprise! Ow.
great.
I'm not even going to make you roll because the combination of your two successes has given you what you need to go in. First thing that you notice when you go in is that there are racks and racks of lab coats, helmets. Not everybody seems to be wearing a helmet, but the helmets are available. You kind of the hard hat like helmets that you see. PPE, gloves, goggles. Oddly enough, stethoscopes.
Macris will grab a lab coat and put it on. Slide a stethoscope in a pocket, some various PPE in another, and hold a hard hat under her arm, but not wear it.
The other thing that you notice is that everybody who works at this facility carries a lanyard, but they're often stuff it into their pocket, so just the kind of the official ribbon thing is popping out. So it's easy enough for you to do that without actually having a security card. Now, the only thing is that means that you won't be able to open a door that requires a security card without setting off an alarm. For now. But you've made your way inside. It's a laboratory, which seems weird. You don't normally expect a laboratory to operate out of a warehouse district. It's not zoned for that sort of thing. But either they've greased a few palms or they're just hoping that nobody's noticing. But on the inside, they've built corridors and office rooms in this warehouse. So it's not like a big open facility here. But there is a central chamber where there's a lot of different pods, as it were. Straight up tubes where you see that, indeed, as Theo had mentioned, they seem to be growing trees hydroponically, which is not a standard way to grow a tree or particularly effective. But indeed, they do seem to be trees. They range in height from just a few sprouts over the waterline to at least 3 meters tall. And they're different kinds of trees. Oak, maple.
All trees that we would find locally?
Yes, they're all local trees. Even pine.
So no palms.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Macris would keep an eye on pockets and try to lift a key card from someone who seemed distracted, possibly someone who's helping to unload these carts.
Now that's dexterity larceny. Say that's a difficulty 2. Now, Fox won't help you pick pocket.
Damn it.
4 successes.
It's easy. If you want, you can lift something else from this person's pocket, like a wallet.
Would
so
they
that
happen
you
to
can
have any sort of like notes or like paperwork on them or anything? No.
not carried in a
Then I
pocket.
guess it's the wallet. Sorry, bro.
Okay, you now have a wallet. The wallet contains a credit card, a debit card, a bus pass, a RAMQ, medical insurance card, no driver's license.
Okay.
This guy is his name's Pierre.
Great.
Pierre Boulot, Boulot. There. It's so important for you to know these names.
You've been asked and you provided. I'm very happy. Thank you.
We love a name.
But according to the lanyard that you're holding on to, he has a PhD. He's listed as Dr. Pierre Boulot. And he is noted as he's listed as a paleobotanist.
What is going on here?
That's a really good question.
Okay. So Macris thinks to herself, so he does like caveman plant stuff. Gotcha.
I mean, that's what I'd assume if I saw a paleobotanist.
Seriously. Sounds good to me.
Look, he's just Ellie Sattler. Only
Aw, shit.
no driver's license.
Ah.
Boulot. Boulot.
Oh yeah, boo. Like, oh yeah, B-O-U. Below.
Yeah, Macris is gonna try to find her way into one of these hydroponics sort of sections.
Funnily enough, there's no seemingly extra security to get in, and I'll point out there's no security guards here.
Key cards. That does enough.
But when you go in, this is the weird part. This is a room that's quite large. Yeah, like this is the weird.
I was gonna say, yeah. What? Okay.
This room is quite large. It has, we'll say it's about the size of a soccer pitch.
Mm-hmm.
And it has these tubes. There's 50 of them, kind of arranged in a 5x10. So there's still quite a bit of room around each one of them. And every once in a while, people are going up, and you notice that this is where the stethoscopes are coming in. Somebody has put on a stethoscope and has put it up against the pod and is listening. And then takes it away, writes down some notes on a standard notepad, jams it into their lab coat, and moves on.
Are there any tables around the edge? Any clipboards hanging
Oh,
on the wall or anything? Great. I'm gonna pick up one of the clipboards, flip through it, with the yes, this is very important. I see. And then head over to one of the plants, pull the stethoscope out of pockets, put them on, listen to a plant.
Which plant would you want to listen to?
I'm gonna listen to one of the sprouts, one of the small ones. Sapling.
Macris listens to a sprout.
That's the name of the next episode.
Doesn't
Done.
make a lot of sense in 10 years.
Sprout Whisperer.
The Sprout Whisperer.
The Sprout Whisperer.
Yeah, so I put the ear parts on the pot and I whisper into the that's how they work. No, I've seen enough television to at least guess how that part works.
That would be great.
Macris probably went to a doctor at some point in her childhood.
At least once.
Okay. So you head in, you approach, you slap a thing on a thing,
Yeah,
put your stethoscope
yeah.
up against the pod. Okay.
Take 17 psychic damage.
Yeah, I was like, what? Finality. Yeah.
It's a heartbeat.
else did I expect? I don't know.
Fuck
I
no.
guess I was expecting maybe worm tongue or something, but like,
The tree looks like a tree. Normal.
what's in the pot? I don't like this. I am fine. Kate is fine. Macris is like, what the fuck? Macris has no medicine, no science, no academics. Macris is not going to ask for the BPM. I love that question, but Macris.
At least, but I will give you the 85 beats per minute.
Man, I can't even dance to this.
Chris.
Great. Macris is going to look at their clipboard again, take their stethoscope off of their ears, hang it around her neck, and look around and try to figure out whether or not she could steal one of these pots.
These pods are quite
Huge.
large. They're
Yeah.
designed to hold whole trees.
Okay.
They don't fit in pockets.
Yeah, I know.
You just start picking it up, like walking out.
I was told to get this over to
How
Johnson.
far is wherever the delivery cars were going?
They're not going into this room, so
Right. I'm gonna head off and try to find out where the beer got delivered.
because Max is like, I need
I need a
Macris is
fucking
very
drink. Yeah, honestly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just listen to a tree's heartbeat.
Seriously.
I need a beer.
Honestly.
God.
that would probably be some kind of break room.
Great.
So yeah, you can leave with that. When you go into the break room, though, you see that somebody has set up various tables, but like none of them are open currently.
Yeah, I'm gonna empty a case. Is there a fridge somewhere?
There is a fridge, yeah,
Right,
it's
I'm gonna-
full of like people's lunch
Lunches?
boxes.
Right, so I'm gonna empty part of the case in the fridge, part of the case into the freezer, and I'm gonna empty 4 cases, or maybe even 8. I'm basically working towards emptying, setting out the beer.
At this point, somebody comes in. This person has just got a standard look about them, lab coat. Tilts their head. What are you doing?
Gift from... Would you have told me about this plan?
Oh, definitely.
Great.
Yeah.
From Molson, apparently.
We're not supposed to be drinking here. It's against company policy.
Where should I throw this out then?
Can't you let somebody else deal with it? You have other things to worry about.
I was taking my 15, but sure.
Yeah, then you don't have to worry about hauling beer. Why don't you just relax?
Sometimes it's nice to be helpful. I thought I was being helpful.
And if you got injured?
Moving a single beer bottle at a time.
We'd have to explain what you're doing with alcohol. That means that we're going to get a call. That means that the CSSST,
C-Nest, yeah.
CNEST, yeah, that's it. CNEST is going to show up like our equivalent of OSHA.
Where you seen us?
So...
Drop it!
On my breaks... So what do you do on your breaks? Do you just stand in a corner? What if you get a paper cut? Come on, man. Like, I get it, but of all the things for me to doing during my break, moving a few bottles isn't exactly high risk. It's not like I was carrying these cases. Some delivery guy loaded them in.
What's your name?
Polly.
Polly...
Udo.
Can you roll me your...
This is so...
I want you to roll me your composure subterfuge, please.
Great. I have these tools.
Oh, splendid.
This is not well researched or carefully considered.
Fuck no, it's not.
Polyamour.
That's one success.
Holy pocket.
So I'll tell you, you're gonna need 2.
Yeah.
So you can spend willpower,
Yeah.
or you can fail at a cost.
No, I'm gonna take willpower, not health.
Fail, and I take your legs. Oh my god.
Set that one aside.
He goes, okay,
Nope.
I'll take your legs.
Okay, so only the one success.
Only the one.
So,
Polymolson.
all right.
Hello, it's
I can offer you success that this guy won't immediately raise the alarm,
Mm-hmm.
not knowing who you are. But in exchange, you're probably going to have to leave within 10 minutes.
Okay.
If you stay for longer than 10 minutes after
Yeah.
this, he's going to become suspicious of you.
Yeah.
Meter's got to you.
Look, don't be an asshole, okay? And he turns around and he
Sorry.
walks
I
out the
was
door.
Oh.
thinking take a beer home or something.
Slams
Seems
the
like you need to chill. I'm gonna hurriedly finish emptying a bunch of these boxes. And,
A couple of other people come in while you're doing
Yeah.
it, and they're all like, "Hey, beer!"
yeah.
It's that one.
Can we have
And-
Macris make someone cry on the bingo?
So what I'd love to try to accomplish in my remaining 10 minutes is get one of these pots into these boxes out the door.
So when I say that these pods,
big.
they're
Huge? Okay. Then
not going to fit in these boxes.
Great.
It fits like a 3-meter tall tree. The branch
Okay.
structure is.
I guess I was picturing like large pot that I could possibly fit.
Oh,
but not
pod, I think.
Pod.
I think.
Pod.
Yeah. Sorry
Okay.
to jump in.
Yeah, they
That's
glass goes right up.
Oh.
Great. Then Macris was just unpacking beer for funsies instead
No.
of trying to get
There are other things
Pods
that you
out.
can potentially steal, though.
Ooh.
yeah.
You could try to steal one of the samples, one of the smaller ones.
Hmm.
So there's sprouts in pods.
Yeah.
And then there's something else.
So there's sprouts and pods.
Yeah.
But the pods are too big.
Yeah.
But you could potentially take one out of the pod and put it in the box.
What kind of willpower type roll would it be to brace oneself to do something that they find very daunting? Because I
That's
feel
resolve.
great. I'm gonna roll straight resolve because
I'm going to say that this is resolve science.
great straight resolve. Because Macris has currently decided that there are mandrakes like like fictional screaming baby things that
Okay.
grow in the bottom of plants, and is terrified that it's gonna start screaming when she unpots them.
It's entirely
This is
possible.
a
That's
log-
true.
a reasonable fear.
So this is 2 successes. So I'm gonna say that she's decided she's willing to do it. So she's gonna
Screaming
Yank.
baby plants.
one of these.
Damn.
So as you
Yeah.
go in and you're
Yeah.
approaching one of these pots and
Yeah.
lifting one out, someone's like, "Oh, did we lose one?"
I think so.
Well, only 25% of them, right?
Statistics. Sometimes they're just a number. Sometimes it sucks when you've been working hard.
Anyway, I think the incinerator's still going.
Probably 25%. Gotta keep it hot.
Incinerator confirmed.
Yeah. And does the old yankaroo. And heads off seemingly further into the building.
Okay. It's downstairs.
I always leave through the wrong door. There's too many damn doors to this room.
I know, right? When they built this place, it was like they decided to make it a maze.
I mean, you turn a warehouse into something that's not a warehouse. I guess you have to get creative. Thanks. Hopefully someday we can get it up to 30%, right?
I know that they keep saying that they want it at 75, but I have no idea how that's going to happen.
Prayer. I don't know.
Ha! Yeah. Yeah. prayer.
Science prayer jar. That's good.
Yeah, Macris heads off in whatever direction.
Hey, did you see that there's beer?
I did.
They sent us beer.
Yeah, from Olson. I guess.
I heard my supervisor say that it's okay, but only once we're finished our shift.
Thanks. Some stuck-up stooge said we shouldn't have alcohol on the property.
Oh, is that Craig?
I think so.
What an asshole.
Anyway, let me get rid of this.
You know, if it helps, Craig's sleeping with one of the people in HR.
Remind me your name.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I'm
Craig too. Craig.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm Jean-Philippe.
Great.
Boucher. I will type that for people here.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed.
Polly
with this.
Boulot, I want to buy you a drink at some point. Not this Molson crap. I mean, free beer is free beer, but... anyway, cheers. And heads off in the direction that she was pointed. And as soon as she's out of sight, we'll GTFO the building. Yeah.
Okay. On your way out of the building, I'm going to ask you to roll your... This is the last roll that I'll make for you here. Here, I want you to roll your wits stealth. This is just for people who are realizing that you are taking away things from the area.
Great.
Here, your difficulty is going to be 3.
Great. I'm going to spend a willpower to reroll because I only have 2 successes.
Yep, reroll up to 3 dice. I would be okay with that.
I'm
I
kind of
got my
obsessed with
3.
this
You
workplace.
got your 3?
Yeah.
The Museum of Science and
Right.
Technology has that exact motto, weirdly.
Yeah, I did. Sorry, I got so distracted by asking for his name. I wanted to get the hot goss.
Damn it!
Oh well.
We'll find out how
Yeah, I'll
what
actually
Craig's
ask
doing
that
with
for
someone in HR.
beer or something.
You managed to successfully leave carrying a gnarled, tiny little sapling, which does not seem to be doing well now that you've taken it out of its pod.
Mm.
I should also point out that you can't feel or hear a heartbeat from this one.
Lost it, whatever that means.
Well,
Macris is.
the heartbeat were coming from ones that were larger.
Yeah.
Mm.
Gonna head to the closest park,
Okay.
dig up a bunch of dirt. How big is this little sapling? Like, okay.
I mean, it fits inside like a 2-4 box, right?
Yeah. So did I escape with the 2-4 box?
Yeah.
Great. Then yeah, I'm gonna fill the 2-4 box with dirt and plant it.
Okay.
I am Groot. That's that.
God, I'm obsessed.
This is what I've been training for my whole life.
And I would drop on my way out. I would drop the key card and wallet. I would leave them in the pocket of the lab coat actually, and hang it up somewhere, so that he would think, hopefully, that he just left it in his lab coat.
There's going to be
Makes
like
sense.
a strongly worded email that's sent out to everyone working there. If you find property, it should be returned to a specific location instead of some random pocket.
That makes sense.
No, it's that he took off his lab coat and left it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they'll think.
All right. You are now in possession of 1 creepy tree.
One creepy tree. Actually, that's
Chris bounces.
It's,
But then you return back, I assume?
yes. Back home with a 2-4 of troubling
creepy tree. Troubling tree.
Special delivery. Thunk.
Oh no! See, that was actually supposed to go to the
Pop, pop.
Oh, you got one. This is before the bar is open.
Or
maybe.
it's late at night, so actually I'd be like special delivery and head and like gesture to head down to the storage room.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sure, that's fine. Whatever time of day it is.
Yeah.
It would be late in the evening at this point.
Yeah.
Beans.
Like closing time, probably.
One last call for alcohol.
So finish your whiskey or beer.
That song's about having children.
It is. I just thought it was the song they played at bars when they wanted you to get the fuck out.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean.
why not both, right?
Troyan follows Macris downstairs. Have you come back
Dante
at
is
this point?
Dante is returning. Yeah.
Alright.
Looking refreshed. Yeah, he had a shower.
Nice. She makes drinks for everyone and carries them with her downstairs.
So these things have heartbeats. This one might be dead. Apparently only 25% of them survive. That's way too sciencey for me. I swear to God, next time one of you has to go in, I'm guessing, Dante, you probably didn't
Do I look
flunk out
like
of
I did
school?
any science at all?
I didn't flunk out of school, no.
Great. Next time it's you who goes in.
Did you say it has a heartbeat?
Fucking heartbeat. I swear to God, I was expecting some screaming monster to come out when I had brooded this. I wouldn't be surprised if there are screaming monsters being grown. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Have you heard of trees having heartbeats?
No. No, I mean, there's...
Like, Gaia is a living thing.
Of course.
And there's spiritual existence. And, like, yeah, there's, like, a heartbeat to nature.
Science hasn't begun to scratch the surface of what we
Literal
don't know.
stethoscopes being put up to plants' heart
Yeah. Look.
drink.
Yeah, you do that. Science hasn't begun to like scratch the surface of what we don't know about plant life, about various fungi.
So they're growing evil alien worm monsters, right?
It's possible. We don't know. Is the short and the long of it, but it certainly isn't natural. I think we can all agree on that.
Do we think that this one is still alive?
John, can I try to fashion a stethoscope out of what we have down here? Essentially, like, it's not going to be a medical grade stethoscope, but what I'd like to do is the equivalent of a tin can on a string.
Isn't that basically what a stethoscope is?
Yeah, it's like, fancier though.
Yeah. Macris has emptied her drink. For
Okay.
what it's worth. You literally.
I could
want
do the
to-
glass
yeah.
against the thing. I'd like to see if I can. I mean, this plant is alive, but can I get a sense of whether it's?
It may no longer.
It may no longer be alive. Okay, that's true. Is there some way? Yeah, can I use this glass to try to basically listen to this small sapling to see if I can hear a heartbeat?
You don't hear a heartbeat.
Okay, that's fine. I know what I want to do. I want to see if... Oh, that's the wrong one. I want to see if I can, since we're down here with this creature...
It's not.
Oh, sorry.
At the moment, it
sorry,
looks
sorry,
like
sorry.
a tree.
It's just, yeah, sorry. The thing, yeah,
Yeah.
tree, yes.
I want to make. I don't
Oh,
want
no,
anyone
for
to be
sure.
confused here.
No, no.
There was no like screaming baby on the roots of this. That's just what Macris was afraid.
Right.
Yes.
Something is going on, but we're not sure what exactly, and that's totally cool. I want to see if I can use my gift as a theurge to peer through the gauntlet into the spirit world to see if there's perhaps a spirit interacting with this shrub.
Okay.
Right? If there's some sort of if there's some sort of bane or something in it or on it, that's what I want to do. Umbral senses is the gift I'm thinking of using. Dante is going to examine the tree from every angle, and then take a deep breath and just under his breath make the sound of a dial-up modem, which is his way of calling upon the spirits in this moment. And I'm going to I'm gonna spend a willpower to roll my intelligence wisdom. And see what I can sense here.
Okay. I should point out, Troy, at this point you can heal your superficial health.
Thank you.
Oh, I feel great.
Things better now. I'm back at home.
Now that I'm back at home with this strong drink in my hand.
There wouldn't be any reason why I couldn't spend a willpower to re-roll if I spent the willpower
you
to
can.
activate the... Okay, great. That makes sense to me.
At least right now you can, and if that's not the case, we will
Well,
fix it later. But we'll fix it in post.
Yeah.
Okay. Post, you mean like 8 years from now when I have free time and decide to edit.
I'll just
all
write a
our
note in the
videos.
description.
Oh, God.
Dear future.
4 successes.
So you're using penumbral senses specifically.
Yeah, that's the gift I have access to. I mean, I'm sure there's other ways of doing this, but in theory, it doesn't make me visible to spirits from the Umbra, but because they're spirits, they may be able to perceive me anyway, right? So it's not like I'm safely peering through the veil, as it were. But yeah, you can look at the wording there.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So the difficulty of the local gauntlet, we're going to say that the local gauntlet in this area specifically
Mhm.
is 4
Okay.
in this bar.
Okay.
This is an urban area.
Mhm.
It is not like 2 is like a cairn.
Mm-hmm.
3 wilderness parks. 4 standard urban.
Okay.
5 laboratory.
Labs, yeah. Okay, cool.
So we're going to say that the gauntlet here is 4.
Okay.
But here you are. You got 4 successes. When you peer across, the area of this bar has, for one thing, you can see that Fox,
Mm.
or an avatar of Fox, is present because all 3 of you are here. Sticking around, paying attention. Not always. Like, it's not necessarily a bad thing if Fox isn't around, but Fox is here. Just looking around. But what is strange is in the area that you are, where this tree is, you can see that it's almost like there's static glitching in the Umbra where this tree is. Like, you can't get a good look at what's going on here. Almost like burnt pixels. Maybe a malfunctioning graphics card. I'm trying to put it in a way that you understand, you damn glasswalker.
It's just like that time I fried my GPU, yeah. I don't feel
This
like
is
I've
not
ever
something
seen this
that you've
before.
seen,
No,
no.
okay, that's fair.
But as it starts to sort of sort itself out, because it takes a little while, right? You're not. I imagine you're not going like blink. Nah, never mind.
No, we're good.
Right.
Yeah.
As you continue to look, and as it starts to slowly fade away, you can see that it's gnarled and dark. It looks like a small, almost like a cat sized thing with fur in patches around its body and just one very nasty tooth here. And it looks up, it sees Fox, and it goes and then turns, and as if it's trying to flee, but it isn't well formed enough. Its limbs are too small, and it just drops and rolls, and then it melts into the ground and disappears. Fox, who can't see you, by the way, takes 2 steps forward and then just immediately just takes 3 steps back.
Fox is more than wary. Yeah, feels almost nervous, perhaps, or yeah, more than wary. Just like there's something repelling Fox from this.
Yeah, something is disquieting.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good word. Okay, I'll I'll dial myself back into reality, as it were.
Back to the reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh,
Whoa!
there's gravity.
Nice. Float up to the ceiling. Dante takes a step back and then kind of squints and stuffs his hand in his pockets and starts walking around. I don't know what I just saw. It's that's a problem. So, a small thing, creature, spirit, bane, maybe, I don't know, trying to escape this tree and not being, or trying to leave, not being able to, not being strong enough, perhaps because its cage, its container, isn't strong enough yet, maybe?
So, like, sorry, can't leave the tree?
Like, are they trying to contain spirits, or are they trying to create spirits?
If I wanted to grow a bane with nobody noticing, you'd put it inside something that nobody would think to look inside.
So it was a bane.
I don't know. Actually, that's a question for my storyteller. Do I know? That's Dante's like educated guess here, right? It's a creature that I saw in the Umbra, so it's probably a spirit of some kind, and it seems
It would
bane-like
be.
to me.
It would be a reasonable guess.
Okay, cool. You know,
The
without
thing about banes is that there are so many different kinds that it's not like you can look at one and be like, well, bane, I've seen that kind of bane before and this kind of bane before, and it's definitely like that. But
it's not like a zoo.
Got the vibe.
yeah,
Mhm.
it looked like a spirit that potentially served the worm. That would make it likely a bane.
Okay.
As opposed to like a weaver spirit or
Right.
a wild spirit.
Yeah, see worm
Okay, yeah.
vibes.
It seems to have dissolved or vanished. I'm not sure if it's just hiding, recuperating, or if it's gone.
How many trees roughly did I see in the area?
50. Now there's 49.
So if they've got 50 and 25% is the love, that's a lot still, right?
Yeah, that's a lot. That's maybe not the only ones they have.
They're,
Theurge, why don't you give me an intelligence occult roll, difficulty 2?
Hell yeah, thanks. Will do.
Like math. I don't want.
Yes. I already did science today. Woo, hello. 5 successes.
Okay. You wouldn't need to grow trees in order to get a hold of banes.
Mhm.
It's likelier that they were looking to put banes within the trees for some reason, as opposed to create the tree to create a bane.
Aha, yeah, okay.
But it's not immediately clear to you why they would want to be doing this,
Yeah.
and why they're going to this method to do it.
Right, okay.
So they were trying to find like a place to house the banes, as opposed to
Perhaps.
like creating them themselves.
Yeah, it's just that spirits are robust, right? You've interacted with more than a few of them. It's not like you would have to have a tree, otherwise this bane can't handle be. So they're using, if this is indeed what's going on, they're using banes to infect trees that they are purposefully growing. Because also, why not just use a tree?
Yeah.
Plenty of them outside.
And you're not going to go transplant like a fully grown. Maybe you're not just going to go
Or maybe
transplant.
you
a
are,
maple, I
but
mean,
why?
I suppose.
Is
In the
there
night, you dig up a whole tree.
is there a reforestation project happening on the mountain?
I'm sure that they, Macris would probably know.
It is.
Yeah.
They do regularly destroy trees that are sick and dying,
Yeah.
so that they don't, fall on a person.
Yeah.
But any place where they would appear to need it. However, the woodlands on the mountain are protected. You can't just cut down a tree for no reason, so there isn't much of a reason to do a reforesting plan.
But there is like a Friends of the Mountain sort of group that takes care of, getting rid of sick trees and planting new ones and stuff.
It would be conceivable that if you were taking a tree out, you'd probably want to replace it with one.
And that's my concern. Perhaps they need a number of Banes in order to combat the power of the cairn.
Yeah.
Do they want to surround the cairn with Bane-infected trees?
Well,
Weaken the spiritual connection. If that area gets poisoned with worm, wouldn't that then weaken?
yeah. And we already know both Goose and Fox have told us that the mountain is sick. There's already the presence of the worm there.
You hear Shank calling last call.
Let me just check on him and make sure it's okay. She putters up the stairs.
When you get upstairs, you see that it's just Theo who is left behind. He's at the bar and he is trashed, which is not something that you normally see from him.
You all right, Theo? She goes and sits next to him, like, on his side of the bar.
Yeah, just fine. Everything's fine. It's always fine. There's never really ever much of a problem. It's just sort of, everything's... Sometimes I wonder whether I tell people things or whether I talk too much, and then when I talk too much, I think that maybe I give people ideas, and...
She looks at Shank with the, like, water now expression.
I've been trying. He's only drinking not what his usual is. And she lifts a bottle of vodka. He lifts a bottle of vodka that's halfway down.
Do I recognize it as ours?
Yeah.
Okay. He's cut off.
Yeah, no, I took care of that, but he's not leaving.
Theo?
Yeah.
You were in such a good mood earlier when we saw you. Did you have a bad day?
Oh, I got a phone call. It wasn't a great phone call. It was sometimes it's magical being able to have a thing in your pocket.
She tries to, like, slip the water into his hand.
He lifts it, he sniffs it, and he goes,
Drink
puts
it,
right back.
Theo.
I'm not that thirsty
Do you want to
anymore.
stay one of my favorite customers?
I'm gonna have to go pee.
You can use our bathroom. WC, sorry.
Yes, our water closet. Of course. My apologies.
He takes both of his hands, he places them on the bar, turns, and he looks at you. I'm just very sorry. I'm just very, 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 very sorry.
Why are you sorry?
Because I don't mean to cause any trouble. And he lifts the glass, and then he drinks it, except, like, he drinks it a bit too fast, so it sort of sloshes back, and he gets that ice cream headache.
Ah.
He puts the glass down and pushes himself up. Can I have you roll? This is going to be a wits and medicine, please.
Ooh.
Your difficulty is 3.
Good question, Captain Speedy.
Really good
It's a
question.
very good question.
That is 3 successes.
He's not as drunk as he appears to be. When he stands, he has like a stable base, and I mean, there's no reason for Shank to lie.
Yeah.
You guys probably had half a bottle of vodka,
Mm-hmm.
but he's putting it on well, decently well.
Sure.
Is there anything else amiss about him? Like, does he
He
seem like...
genuinely seems upset.
He seems like the Theo we know.
Yeah.
Okay. Not like a shapeshifter. I don't know.
You know what we do to shapeshifters around here?
I really hate trees.
That's correct. We boink them. That's, well, that or...
I mean, we are shapeshifters.
That's also a good point.
This is the previous edition.
I'll see you later. Just sorry. He turns. You can see that there's splotches on his jersey that he's wearing of where he's accidentally like spilled. And he turns and he opens the door and he walks in.
She follows him.
Obviously or not?
No, giving,
Into
well,
the night?
to Shank being like, I'm going to make sure he gets a cab. And then goes out. To follow him, yeah, to be like, I'm concerned.
So as he gets out, he starts to reach into his pockets and he pulls out a bike lock key. He starts unlocking
Theo?
his bicycle.
I am not going to let you ride a bike in your condition.
Pockets the key. We're just gonna toss one of these up. Don't ride a bike when you're drunk.
Seriously.
Just don't.
I'm going to make sure you get a cab, and the bike will be safe here. I'll bring it inside for the night.
That's so kind.
It's-
Why so nice?
Well, I'm being particularly nice because I know you're going to tell me the whole truth about what you were doing today. You're nice to me and I'm nice to you.
It sounds like a decent trade. I hope one day we can see that through.
Tell me about today, Theo.
It's late.
Tell me about the day.
It's late, and I should keep my mouth shut.
Trust me. If you're going to spill your guts to anyone, you want it to be me, and not whoever's gotten you scared shitless.
Not scared. Just sad.
Why are you sad? I find when I'm sad, it makes me feel really good to talk to someone about it. Just absolutely lying.
Wow. Hates talking.
Yeah.
Because you're going to that laboratory.
And you don't want me to. Why not?
I don't know what they're doing there. It scares me. It really doesn't make me feel great.
Did someone from the lab come to talk to you today?
No.
Did this feeling come over you after you left?
No.
What happened, Theo?
Let's go for a charisma persuasion here.
Sure.
You're not outwardly threatening him yet.
No.
The yet is the key word. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
It's going to be a difficulty of 3.
That is 3.
I'm the one who gave too much about that place. And I don't know what you're doing when you go there. I don't know what you're planning. I just know that I gave you enough.
Maybe I'm a big fan of science.
Maybe I'm going there on a trip. Whatever happens to me when I go, it's not your responsibility. And if someone has made you feel otherwise, I am going to have very strong words with them. She's lying. Tell me. You're scared. I don't want you to be scared.
I don't like lying.
Why do you feel like you need to lie?
I've been told that I talk a lot. And it's true. I talk a lot. I enjoy talking. It's useful. It's I can get a lot of people to like me. I can get a lot of people to do a lot of things. I can get people to go places I need them to go. And I wish that I didn't do that.
Are you trying to get people to go to places for you, Theo?
That place is a dangerous place.
And yet you seem to think you manipulated us into going there.
A little.
Maybe we manipulated you into telling us everything you knew.
Maybe.
Maybe everyone's just manipulating everyone else.
That's
just a little bit.
possible. Yeah, that's possible.
What do you want from us?
I just don't want you to hate me when it all goes bad.
Trust me, if I'm going to be putting blame on anyone for what's about to happen, it will not be you. If you're scared of us, don't be.
That's a lie.
That I won't blame you.
No one should be scared of you.
You shouldn't be scared of me.
Yeah. Should I be calling a cab?
Are you going straight home?
I've got nowhere else to be.
I still feel like you're hiding something.
No.
Perfect. Perfection.
I wonder how that will come across in the podcast.
Actually, thank you. Yeah.
It hurts, you know,
What?
that you don't trust me. I thought I'd earned it. That you think I can't take care of myself. Because believe me, I've earned that.
Yourself. I know that you can take care of other people too when they need it.
I do my best.
I see when people come in here. I've been around long enough to know that this isn't a bar that you go to in order to just drink. It's a community, even though the community is very small, and it changes from day to day.
Is that a dig on the size of our customer base? She's not laughing, but we're still a new business. There's a lot of, it's a competitive market. We're going to it's fine.
Tell your friends that I'm sorry, and that one day I hope that they will forgive me.
I'm not going to apologize for something when I don't know the whole story. You're either blaming yourself for something that you didn't do, something that you think is about to happen that won't.
I sent you to a place that feels wrong because I think you might be able to do something about it.
Exactly.
And I shouldn't be doing that.
Actually, I have a different proposition.
And what's that?
You travel all around the city for work. The next time you're in a place that feels wrong, and you can't explain why, but it haunts you for days afterwards, I want you to come to me. And I will do something about it.
I'll do that, but you have to promise me something in return.
What?
You can tell your friends. Barback and the hackers reject.
I'll allow it.
No one else. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Can I say that she's texted for a cab while this conversation was going on?
Sure. It's not
That
hard.
just feels cool.
A cab pulls up.
Nice.
That bike is what I live on. Thank you.
It will be in the bar. Come back for it tomorrow. We don't
So
have
you'll be
space
here
to store it
tomorrow
for
morning?
long. I will be.
Okay. Okay.
Good night, Theo.
Good night. He gets into the back of the cab. It only takes a few seconds for the cab driver to figure out where he wants to go, and it drives off. It does drive off in the direction that you often see him bike.
Any chance I could have overheard his address?
Not if he's in a cab.
Okay. That's fair.
It's not impossible, though. If you wanted to figure out a way to potentially follow him.
Maybe I'm like, I was thinking more like I'm leaning into the cab to make sure his seatbelt's on or something like that.
No, he closes the door.
That's
when
cool.
He gets in.
Then,
Coat hanger to jimmy the window open with a glass on the end so you can listen.
So
you know
you're
what?
the cab.
We'll give you.
Become
how
the
about we
cab
do this?
driver.
We'll give you
There
a
you go.
shot.
That's
okay.
Weather's been nice. Maybe the windows roll.
Why don't you roll me your charisma? And are you trying to hide the fact that you're looking for his address?
Yeah.
Charisma subterfuge.
La, da, da,
We'll
da.
give you a difficulty of 3.
It's 4 successes.
Dice are hot.
It's giving you address in Notre Dame de Grâce.
Ooh.
Let's say it's on Wilson,
Cool.
which means that it's likely either an apartment complex or duplex.
Once the cab is well out of sight, she makes a note in her phone, types it in.
Yep. You now have Theo's address.
Okay.
Sweet.
Heaves a hefty sigh and heads back inside, dragging the bike with her.
It is
Stupid bike.
it's a hybrid bike. It's definitely not like a beater, but it's nothing too fancy.
Okay.
Actually, a nice part of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's close enough to the metro line that it's like walking distance, but it's far enough that it's not like a 2-minute walking distance. There's like this weird bell curve of like home niceness.
Yeah, you don't want to be
at
too
various
far too close.
distances.
that's
Yeah.
true.
And actually, if he lives alone in one of those units, he's
Ah,
doing
but-
well for himself.
but does he?
Exactly.
Theo relationship status question unlocked.
He mentioned that his girlfriend says he talks too much.
That's
he's
right.
dating, like he's like second or third date or something.
You're right.
Yeah.
It was like only a couple
Yeah,
weeks
but
in.
it's
You're right,
definitely
you're right.
early days.
Kung Fu Fenris, you are not wrong. It's very possible.
That is also
My
incredibly possible.
Whoops.
Been there.
Some of us have lived in NDG with
With
Five
five roommates. Very specifically, yeah.
We had a bike bell on the bathroom door. Anytime you were going to be longer than 5 minutes in the bathroom, you had to ring it so people could run across the apartment for a quick pee if they needed to.
Not all at once, of course, but you know,
Sometimes there was a stampede. Yeah.
it was great. It's great.
To this
He's the
day,
best of the
still
bunch.
hearing bike bells, I'm like, oh,
Do I have to go?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, basically.
This might be a good time for us to take a break.
So.
Speaking of ringing the bicycle bell.
Yeah, well.
Anyone gotta go?
Yeah, I've got a Pavlovian response to them now, weirdly enough.
Dring, dring.
Honestly.
No,
If
you.
If you are not subscribed, you're probably going to see some ads. We apologize. If not, ask some questions, but I'll encourage the three of you, if you need to get up, go for it.
If I do that, I will.
Go for it. I will go after.
I'm good.
Oh, and we get to listen to this bop on break every time.
For at least a year.
At least a year.
We got charged again, so we have this, we have this
Yay.
license for a year.
Right.
Try and get some in a cab. Get him in a cab. I need to be better at taking notes for scenes I am in. Because instead it's like, oh, this whole page is like Kate's solo stuff. And then mine is like this much.
How fancy is Theo's bike? Theo's bike probably is a mid-range bicycle. It is not electric. Although those are becoming more and more popular around Montreal. At work, I notice a lot of people bringing in their batteries.
Huh. Well, also now so we have a bike sharing program here where you can like rent a bike to use for a chunk of time. There are lots of stations around the city. In the last couple of years, they've been putting more and more electric bikes, which is great because we aren't like mountainous, but we are hilly.
Yeah,
in
there's
this
some
town.
hills that are really rough on a bike.
And I feel like a lot of the places that I find myself wanting to go end up being uphill somehow.
Fun Day, can I just check to make sure that you're still in? I'm hoping that you're not behind ads because I want to answer your question, but I also don't want to answer your question if you're currently watching, I don't know,
I think I
DoorDash.
see a little gray dye next to their name. Yes, they got. I think
You're
they
here.
got.
Great. Are you guys enjoying the system?
So far, so good. I mean, there's just two of us, but yeah, I'm very happy with it. Still getting used to it because it is a new system. I haven't played any other 5th edition, but yeah.
I'm gonna say that I've been saying I don't want to do an official review of Werewolf 5th until I've had a chance to play it for a few sessions, a combat or two, make sure that I've kind of kicked the tires enough to know. Because one of the things that I found is that a lot of people are reviewing the book based on their read of the book, and that's it, which is fine. That's not a wrong review as long as you make sure that it's clear that people know that you didn't try it, you just read it. Because I look, there are definitely systems out there that I have been like, I don't think this is for me.
Yeah.
And it's just from reading the book, right?
For me, it's specifically the people that like rage is obviously broken. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm just gonna like scrap it and do my own thing without like trying it in practice. And so far, rage has felt completely fine. Like we haven't necessarily battled it, but it's just that, and it's also just people that are like, this is different, therefore it's terrible, rather than saying therefore it's not for me. Because those are two different things. You don't have to love something to be good.
I would say that also it really depends on the kind of games that you're trying to run, but I think also the game is flexible enough to do that. If there's one fault that I'll say about the game right now, which honestly, like, I will be doing a proper review of this, but if there's one fault, it's that it doesn't do enough to make sure the players and storytellers know that you can tweak things. It's made, for instance, rage economy in the book, it's quite clear to say you should have the rage economy for your game that you want to have. Like, that does say it, but it doesn't say it enough, which I think is part of the reason why people look at it and say, well, I don't know how to gain rage because it doesn't give me specific examples of how to gain rage, except for these little bits. And so therefore there isn't enough rage. But the game also is like, you should work with each other to make sure that there's enough rage for the game that you want to play. Yeah. So I'm not convinced that that's as much of a problem as everyone's making it out to be, especially in the context of play. But you know, we also, our games tend to be a little slower. We don't run combat for 5 hours at a shot. We don't necessarily have combat every game. Mm-hmm. So, YMMV,
Yeah.
but
Like
I'm
Alice
enjoying it.
says, we haven't had a multi-round, super gift-heavy, shape-shifting combat yet. I will remind you that the book doesn't require it, but it encourages. It says, hey, you should consider trying 3 rounds it out, or 3 rounds and change the context. And in changing context, you might regain edge. Because that's specifically it. It's that combination. And it's like you can howl at the moon once a night. Great.
That's
You
one.
can start the session at 1 or 2 rage. I've been getting pissed off by basically every conversation ever.
Thanks, Kate.
Kate's loving it, but boy oh boy, Macris,
Can ask
short fuse.
ask Macris to hit you in the face probably
Yeah,
once a
punch your
day.
friend.
No big deal.
Yeah.
Zavlika, I'll finish on this because we do have a game to get back to. But the idea of communication more of an issue than the platonic design. I do think that if you communicate something poorly to your audience, that is an issue. 100%. And I definitely would wish that the game went a bit further. I think we'll probably see that in like a player's guide, which will come out potentially, or even maybe as a free resource, depending on how many people complain about it. But I don't think that it is an endemic issue with the game that makes it unplayable. I think it's a communication issue, which some people need a bit more hand-holding. And I'm not saying that because they aren't good or whatever. I think it's more along the lines of some people are like, but if it's not in the book, I don't think it exists, which isn't true. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely going to be a review that I'm going to put out on this, and I think it's going to be soon.
Oh, hell yeah.
Basically, as soon as work calms down enough to...
So in 6 weeks.
Hey, we've been living in as soon as years too. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
I have plenty of experience with W20 Fun Day, and I will say, just for what it's worth, the changes that they made to the setting of this game, I am behind almost entirely 100%. I think the old setting is there if you need it, but this setting I think works very well. And I'm not embarrassed to show it to people who are new to the game. That's not the way you wanted to put it. All right, we're going to remember that sentence for later. You have now Theo's address and you can return back to the bar. Shank hasn't closed up behind you, like you can still get in.
Yeah.
But once you enter the bar, it'd be time to lock up.
She puts the bike out of the way, helps with closing, and then heads back downstairs.
This isn't the first time I've had a bike taken into a bar.
Feels like it could be a common occurrence, yeah.
Yeah, I think she's used to it.
I don't know if Dante's definitely having his drink downstairs still. I don't know if Macris would have gone up to like assist with.
I guess if there were lockup tasks, she would have gotten done them.
Next time for cameras.
Found one.
I think Macris is gonna stay, or Dante, sorry, is gonna stay with the tree, with the shrub. But then we'll reunite with these two when it's safe to do so, appropriate.
Once Shank is gone and it's just the 3 of us.
Yep, Shank is very happy to be like, thanks. I'm out.
Theo was a wreck.
By the way, Shank has a little ritual where at the end of the day, he pours himself a ginger ale. Just a tiny one.
Little cutie.
Just a little one. Then he drinks it, and then he washes the glass, puts it back, and then leaves.
Does he do the salt, the lemon, and then the shot of ginger ale?
No.
Oh.
I wish he did now.
Oh my god, that's so sweet. I think we've got a best NPC award coming in hot. Well, what, did he wake up on the wrong side of the bed or something?
He was distraught.
Did
He's... Sorry.
his girlfriend and decide he talks too little, too little?
No, he seemed like he was drunk at first, but he wasn't. There was something else bothering him, and he was blaming himself for sending us to the warehouse.
Wow, it's a creepy ass place.
Send
Wait, how would he know that?
He claims he did it on purpose. But I don't know, he wasn't being straightforward. And he wasn't talking as much as he normally does.
Has he been showing up at the bar before or after the ownership change?
You would probably know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Question.
Mm.
give me an intelligence. Hey, now it's
I was gonna say better now, yeah.
give me an intelligence awareness.
My dice like me today. 5.
It's not the first time that he's come into the bar. He's definitely come into the bar more often since
But he
since
had.
Troyan showed up. Yes, he has been at this bar before, but he was not what you would call.
Alright.
He'd been in like regularly, if regular meant like once a month.
Okay.
Then when you showed up and you bought the bar, he started coming in more often. At first it was like once a week. Now he's regularly in 3 or 4 times a week. 3 or 4 times a day.
Holy shit!
Favorite place.
Just
for
finished delivery and I'm like, what? All right, let's go.
Okay. So that's weird.
Yes.
He didn't send us anywhere. What do you think he means?
I don't know. He told me to tell you all that he's sorry. I asked him to promise that he would tell us if any other places in the city make him feel as threatened as the warehouse does. It didn't seem like anyone went to talk to him from that place. I don't think he... When I sent him home, I'm going to check out his place later to make sure he's all right.
And he seemed positively ecstatic to be visiting high rise, right? Boardrooms. Well,
He was
ecstatic.
fine yesterday.
Ecstatic.
Yesterday or earlier today.
Earlier today, I think.
He was fine before.
That's the one.
He was fine. Way back
We
when.
passed midnight, so is it yesterday?
Oh,
You
yeah.
prefer systems where you recover willpower per session instead of per day.
Yeah.
So true.
Do you remember that conversation we had recently?
Yeah.
Last session.
Nope.
Yeah.
Anyway, just keep an eye on him. If for whatever reason you see him and I'm not around,
It sounds like you're going to be keeping an eye on it.
I am. If somebody did talk to him, if someone threatened him, I am going to end them.
Okay. You. Oh. I was about to make
Talk
a
down
joke.
at Black
no,
Fury.
no, I was no. I was not going to talk down at a Black Fury, obviously. I just was. I had a brief moment where I was like, "Oh, why would you be protective of him?" Because I forgot. That's kind of your thing.
You know what he called you?
What do you mean?
Never mind.
What do you? No. What do you mean? What did he call me?
Hacker reject.
Excuse the
Hacker's
fuck me?
reject, yeah. Excuse the fuck me.
Whoa, Dante. This isn't a time to have zero cool.
Oh, I have at least 2 cool.
I guess he has 3 out of 5 Q.
What the hell gives him the right? That bike short wearing. Whatever.
Well, you're welcome to
Hacker
come with me
reject.
this evening. Soon.
Time.
You're welcome to come with me later and glare angrily at his house.
No, most of us don't glare angrily at people's houses.
Well, you're missing out.
What? We don't. Huh. Actually, now that you mention it, I think a lot of us do.
Most of us.
Just me, I think, actually. Holy shit, I'm in the minority somehow. 2 out of 3 werewolves glare angrily at people's houses now. Look, Theo aside for a second here, we've got a problem down there. I mean, I don't think right now we
Yeah,
have a
we-
problem.
this information, maybe they'll know more. Someone, come on, there's older, more experienced. Maybe someone's heard something at one of the cairns.
It's possible. You're right. I would expect, even if Cleaves the Lie's never seen anything like this before, at least he'd know who best at Weathered Storm to speak with.
And
Yeah.
if these are the people doing weird stuff with trees, it implies that they're trying to probably implant them there, so that's...
It's something they should know.
They would have noticed if people have started planting trees, so maybe they could tell us something about it.
But I wonder if we need to go back to them yet. Maybe we can get a bit more information, or maybe we can do something. If we go straight to the warehouse
Torch
now.
the place?
Well, if we do, then, you know, we're up 49, or we're down 49 creepy trees. But we've lost an opportunity for more information. Is that a worthwhile trade? I also might have a different lead. Someone who works for Climata, owns the Escalades, the cars, the whatever, the SUVs. I wonder how much they might know. Could pay them a visit.
Like at their house?
Yeah, like at their house. Look, I find a reason to get myself in there. We find a way to get you guys in sneakily. We ransack the place. We figure it out. What they have. I don't know what... Look. It's just an idea that's forming right now.
What kind of excuse do you have for going into people's houses? Set up a phone fixing. Okay, so accidentally knock someone's phone out of their hand, but they'd go to a shop. Or they'd go to the phone store.
The thing about home internet, it's really important, but it's also really fragile. And Dante indicates some pretty heavy-duty wire cutters.
Wait, like on his belt? Oh, nice.
I'm not saying it's the best solution. I'm saying it's a possible solution. I don't know who this dead person is anyway. They obviously work for Climata. And they may know more. Or they may have more information about the exact specs, what they're trying to do there. Or at least they might know more about who's running the operation. But Macris is right. The other option, we keep this in our back pocket, just go and torch the place anyway. It can't be allowed to survive. We just may lose out on something,
Evidence.
yeah.
If we want to, at any point, do things legit.
Legit.
How about we try to sneak in to Zed's place? This Zed? Name Zed. To this Zed's place, see what we can find out, and if we're discovered, then we torch the place because we've been...
Not Zed's home.
Not...
Just
no.
to be clear.
Zed's dead, baby.
Oh boy.
But if our cover is blown, then we'll need to act quickly on the warehouse.
Okay. Christmas trees go up like a candle, so I know where the pines are.
Holy shit.
I've never heard that sentence uttered in such a threatening way.
Christmas trees go up.
No,
like a
I know
candle.
where the pines are.
Bullshit.
How does that sound?
Sounds good. I'll need a little bit of time to prep, but not much. We want to go make sure Theo's okay.
Zed doesn't happen to live in NDG, does he?
Zed lives in Westmount, which is next to
Ooh.
NDG, but it's not NDG. He lives on Sunnyside,
Ah.
which means that his house is likely
Yeah.
Sunnyside has Sunnyside is up the
Oh,
mountain.
yeah.
It's big. It is up the mountain, not anywhere near the cairn, for what it's worth, but it has views of downtown Montreal. from
No
high.
taken
Mhm.
here.
Houses there will start at 10 million and then move up.
End at your grave.
Yes, correct. Parcel.
Yeah, if you
Eh,
see a
Parcel.
trebuchet, you're going the right
You're
way.
in the right direction, yeah.
I just thought it was cool.
There's the world's best she lives there. The world's best. Take that, Sophia.
No,
Fucking
no,
rip.
happily.
Hey. It's because you found out my name was George.
Yes,
Yes, specifically.
it is. Yay.
Buddy.
Fuck.
Great.
Yeah.
Up the hill and down the hill.
This is gonna be tough, but
Overnight? Or daytime? Or.
I'm gonna need to set this up a little bit. I'm gonna try to cut off their internet access, and I'm gonna try to make sure that when they call for someone to come in, that I, or maybe a little team of two, is standing by. We'll see how it goes. I don't know.
Disrupting someone's internet access is very simple.
Yeah. Fixing it slightly less so, but that's
Yeah, but being able to just sever a wire
yeah.
would be enough.
Mm-hmm.
You would know how to do it. That's not the issue.
Yeah. And then I can't do the Ocean's 11 thing of like rerouting his phone call to his ISP to my cell phone, so I pick up. That would be amazing.
response.
Yeah, exactly. But instead, I can still be there. That's fine. Okay. Well, that is the plan then. While he's distracted.
Where are you headed?
Did you want to check in on Theo first? Is that
Yeah,
important?
yeah. Like, are you comfortable with all of this happening tonight, both of you?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
I've got some willpower remaining. Yeah. Good.
Thermos of coffee is brewed. And away we go.
But where to first?
Well,
Theo's,
it depends on how much time. Yeah, she
Theo's.
would like to go to Theo's.
Cool.
Who is going to Theo's?
I think all three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. NDG. It's a place where we all actually know to a certain degree. So, where you are headed to specifically is Wilson, south of Sherbrooke, but north of the train tracks.
Great. You know it well.
So, that's a relatively small strip. It's now well into the night. I assume it's equivalent of like 3 a.m. at this point. Which means we're into September 13th.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
But you're into September 13th, and the street is quiet. There's no construction in this area, which may or may not be an anomaly. The house that you see, you can tell as I assume. Are you driving, walking? What are you doing?
I can drive us.
Sweet. Yeah.
So as you're
No traffic at 3 a.m.
as you're driving along Wilson, which means that you're turning from Sherbrooke onto
Incredible.
Wilson. See, this is the kind of verisimilitude that we demand in our role. Which way is the one-way street? As you were driving south, it's on the right, and you see that it's a basement apartment. So it's a triplex in reality. So there's house, and then down. So it's a less nice, but still definitely, decent place to live. There's no driveway because it's Wilson, and it's not easy to find a place to park.
Classic.
But you can park about a block away and then walk down. And you see that there is a light on in the basement apartment. Oh.
Holy shit.
And he is rocking out.
Haven't you gotten drunk, gone home, and then just played
Rock band? Yes. I'm sure yeah. Man, what
exactly do you want to make sure of?
I
That
don't
no
know.
one's spying on him? That no one's come to threaten to beat him up?
I want to make sure he's safe in his own home. However, we need to make that happen. We're going to make it happen.
We just don't know. Okay. I'm not being a naysayer. It's important to you, I get it.
Well, aside from us, let's see if anyone's keeping an eye on him. I'm gonna take a mosey down the block, look and see if there's anyone sitting in a car.
That's a good
So
point.
you're looking at to see if there's anybody here?
Yeah.
Great. That is going to be... We're going to call that wits and... Let's go awareness. Wits awareness. There is someone who is sitting in a car at the end of the block. So this is close to de Maisonneuve, which is just at the very end. And you see that normally this person, you know, if somebody is in a car, they're looking ahead. But this person is sitting in the back seat of the car and is looking at the rear of the car. It's odd enough that somebody's just sitting in a car at 3 a.m. But yes, someone is in a car. Somebody is looking down the street. You walking along doesn't necessarily provoke any suspicion.
I'm gonna, take out my phone and casually write down the license plate and keep texting as I mosey on down.
Okay.
Take down, the car make and model and color and similar details. Beep, boop, beep, boop.
Say,
Car. Insert details here.
it's just a standard sedan.
Cool.
I mean, Train, do you want to go and lights on?
I should have brought the bike.
Probably wouldn't fit in the car.
Yeah, on your lap.
Rude.
I have long legs. I get shotgun.
That's right. Yes. No, that's fair. That's fine.
Long legs. Yeah, she's gonna digging her hands into her pockets, she starts strolling up to his door. Doesn't knock on it yet, but does check to see if she can see anything through the windows.
Okay, I'm going to ask, I'm assuming that you're trying to do this subtly?
Yeah.
So this is going to be a composure stealth.
That's fun.
3.
All of your rages, by the way, 2.
Okay. I think that's where I'm at. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
I think
yes,
everyone
can see.
else is.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
How many successes? Sorry, 3. It's the cover of night. There aren't a lot of, there are a lot of places that you can sort of tuck into, but you see that Theo is inside. He's dressed in the same shorts, but now he's removed everything except for a tank top, and he is pacing his kitchen a little bit. Every once in a while, he's popping a sunflower seed into his mouth, but he's pacing his kitchen, and he keeps kind of looking. Every once in a while, he looks at a window, but you are well away, and then there's a constant sort of stopping and being like, and then as if he's trying to convince himself that everything's fine. And then he just starts pacing again.
She quietly walks back up to see Dante.
So,
He's there.
don't know if he seems all right, but
He's agitated.
he's awake, he's pacing, he's agitated, yes.
He must have really gotten some heat from them. Or thinks he's about to. Is he
Maybe.
a paranoid type? Kind of, eh? Not really.
Never really given the impression, like he's never talked about like people are watching me
Mm.
or, you know, spreading conspiracy theories. Like he's never done anything like that.
It's not like him. None of this is in character for him.
And he said he only wanted us.
To know if he came across another place that felt wrong. We were only allowed to tell each other. I'll stay here as a wolf. I think that's what I have to do.
And just make sure nobody gets to him.
Yes.
You're not gonna like this, but you can't protect him forever. You can't be by his side 24 hours a day.
No, but I'm here. And it's now.
Where are you?
Circling the block.
Okay.
So I can return at any narrative.
Now would be
Great.
a decent time.
There's someone in a car at the end of the street.
Fuck off.
Sitting in the back seat. Looking back.
It could be a coincidence.
Could be.
Yeah, it could be.
Troyan starts marching down the road
Towards the car?
towards the car.
I mean, we'll keep our distance and lend a hand, eh, Macris? This is important for her.
Yep. Yep, 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 yep.
Yeah.
Here. Let's spread out a little bit. Make sure we've still got Theo's place covered too.
I'm gonna kick back. I can catch up quick if I need to.
Mm-hmm. Long legs, right? So Dante's gonna essentially he's gonna like wander back and maybe take a seat on the curb, texting, about halfway between Theo's place and this car, so he can arrive on the scene quickly.
All right,
If he
I'm going to show you. Theo's place is about halfway down the block.
Mm-hmm.
The car is at the end of the block towards de Maisonneuve. Where are you? You are currently marching towards the car.
Correct.
I'm staying near Theo's.
Near Theo's.
And then I'm gonna be just a couple doors down from de Maisonneuve.
So you are basically halfway down the block, 3/4 of the way down the block, approaching the end of the block.
Yeah.
And you are approaching this car.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And what are you doing?
I want to wrench open the back door of the car and get in the car.
Just get in.
All
so
right,
good.
before I'm going to ask, are you in Hamid?
I am.
Currently, yes. For now, yeah. At the current moment, yeah.
Okay, you walk up to the car and you can put your hand on the handle and it is locked.
Can I break the handle with strength 3?
You can absolutely break the handle, but you can't just wrench the whole car door open unless you have a bit more strength than that.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, I haven't bought it yet.
Yeah, you haven't bought it yet. So your strength is 2. So you could probably, with some effort, you might be able to break the handle, but you wouldn't be able to get into the door. You would need more strength than that.
You need more strength than that.
So instead, I just lean one hand on the top of the car and peer through the window and start knocking loudly on the window.
The person who's inside the car, there isn't a lot of light, so it's a bit shadowy, but you see this person look up and go.
She's miming like, "What are you doing here?" She points at her watch.
A person reaches into their pocket and shows something that has a glint to it, like a badge, but it isn't very visible.
And mimes putting it up against the glass.
So they're just
Pointing is like, go away.
She mimes put the badge up against the glass.
This time when the jacket's opened, firearm is displayed. So just for people in the audience, this is essentially similar to police action, so just be aware.
I feel like she would know enough to know that a real cop would have to show their badge properly. Do you think she
Tell
would
me
know?
how much of
She's too streetwise.
law isn't even a thing?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I used to be used to having law. Okay, then you would know that a cop isn't necessarily required to prove that they're a cop.
Really?
No. Cops can lie to you. And say like, I'm not. If a cop is in uniform and is like walking along and doing official police work, then yes, you can ask to see their badge. But a cop who is in plain clothes or is otherwise engaged in like a surveillance thing, they don't have to say that they're a cop. They can lie to you.
Look, as I see it,
Oh, I don't know what to do.
I mean, as I see it, the options are like get fucking aggressive with this person and figure out if they are like physically, or piss off and we got to get Theo out of here. Those are the options as I see them, but you know, I'm not a.
Oh boy.
Because yeah, I think he's not gonna budge. So you can make him budge, or we can get Theo out of here. That's totally valid. Maybe there's a back door or a window.
Yes, I think I would like to shift to Glabro and rip the back door off.
Rage check, please.
Great.
That's a 5.
Go down to 1.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta lose a rage.
Correct.
And you do become Glabro. Oh.
Yarp.
The door gets ripped open.
Mm-hmm.
The person who's inside takes one look at you, having ripped the door open, eyes widen, and then down in her collar just yells, "Go, go, go!" and withdraws the pistol, aiming it at you. Contact.
Ooh.
I'm not in mortal danger.
Oh, wow, this is exciting.
Do you have a reaction to
Yeah, I want to try
that? By
to.
the way, you both can see.
I definitely hear the door being wrenched over, and I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck, and start booking it
Where?
towards Trim.
Okay.
Shit. I gotta head back towards Theo's. I hate it. Well, I don't hate it, but I'm.
So
I'm
you're
heading back.
passing.
That's it. We're going.
There's this moment of, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. Like, and it's all like in facial expressions.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, fine, and like I keep going where I'm going.
I should ask, are either of you shifting?
Not yet, because not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to shift to
Rage check.
Glabro on my way to Theo's.
I'll ask, are any of you going to Hell?
That's a good question.
You failed your rage check.
I did fail my
I
rage check,
saw that
so
dip down.
oh fuck, I think I have to, yeah, because I want to get my rage back. So
You are howling?
Dante sort of begins to shift under the light of the moon and
Ooh.
howls exactly at the moon as he runs towards Theo's door.
Either of you? Now that there is a Hell?
Okay, yeah, when I hear one, I howl.
In the face of the person in
Yeah.
the car! It's so creepy!
Yeah.
Not creepy, but...
For now, Macris is staying in Holman and not howling. Doesn't mean that's gonna change in 3 seconds, but for now,
Gain a rage.
Yep. That makes me feel better. I like having 2 rage. It's nice.
As you are running towards the car and you are running away from the car, a van squeals around the side of Sherbrooke's, racing down Wilson and slamming just outside Theo's place. The doors break open, and 5 humans wearing riot gear pour out the back of the truck. They're armed with rifles,
Fucking trouble.
and they are headed directly towards Theo's place.
What, buddy?
Basically rolling a dice of flipping a coin. Odds. Troyan, evens Dante. That is an odds. I'm sticking with Troyan.
Oh
'Cause,
no!
Yeah, there's this moment of like slowing down.
Just do something.
Yeah,
I get it.
continuing towards Troyan.
Troyan is trying to wrap her hands around the hands holding the pistol and break the hands.
Think, ladies and gent, you're in combat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should yeah, like the more I think about it, the more I feel like I should go back for Dante.
Go back for Dante.
Yeah,
Do it.
yeah.
Do it, fam.
Okay.
Okay.
Fuck. Turn back. It like takes her a second though, so she gets a little further.
All right. First things first. You're attempting to make a grab at the gun.
Yeah.
Are you specifically grabbing at the gun, or are you just trying to hurt him? Her. Sorry. Yeah.
I am. I mean, I am trying to disarm her, and I don't know how that would work.
Okay. So
So let's talk about it.
why don't you sit and rap with me?
I would love to hurt her too, but I feel like getting the gun out of my face is primary. Yeah.
I would. Ew. I mean, I understand, but. Ugh. Okay.
Yeah, disarm. De-arm them. Not disarm.
Oh.
De-arm
boy. That's awesome. That's awesome.
All right. So the disarm is in this. I'm just gonna have to pick this up.
Hope I have decent stats for that. Probably don't.
You're in Glabro. Plus 2
All right.
dollars.
So I'm gonna, while I'm getting that,
Sorry, physical actions.
I'm gonna shift to Hispo and because in my mind I'd run faster and try to close the distance and just go for the closest person.
so you're
Chomping.
you're straight up attacking.
Yeah, the first person I can get chomping at their legs to try to at least stop one of the people pouring out of this van.
Yep.
So that's my goal for this thing. So I'm gonna roll my rage check.
So there are advanced rules. I don't have them on this machine.
Cool.
I have not looked at them.
Neither
So
have I.
the disarm rules for this.
Do you want to send them to the printer, or is that too much of it?
I don't have,
don't have
the
them. No,
file
right,
here.
right,
It's
right,
somewhere
right.
else.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to say that you can make your attack. However, we're going to roll it back and forth. If you if you get 3 more successes in this person, you can disarm them
Okay.
and do damage if you want.
Okay.
Just for now, that's the call we'll make. This is
I love
not the
that.
real call. It's what like
That is a
Call will have.
Streaming,
Yeah.
we want to keep the game going.
fabulous.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What kind of roll would
If
this
you
be?
still succeed more than that, they get to hold on to the gun, but you can do damage.
Okay.
Like if you succeed over their successes.
Uh,
So that's going to be a strength roll. Remember that
Sweet.
you're in Glabro, so you get an extra 2 dice.
hmm
And
And
this is the only combat action that's going to happen this
Okay.
round.
Yeah. Fair.
So we're not counting this in the 3 and out, just because this is the insider, and then
Then we'll have.
would I be able to do like raging strike with this?
yes.
The player makes a rage check to gain bonus dice equal to their glory on a single brawl attack.
Yep.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
See that? That is a 7.
You keep your rage then.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, just get-
And
Plus 2.
I think my glory is 2
Hell yeah.
with me.
Plus a lot of dice.
This person, yeah, I'm rolling a lot of dice. This person seems like they know what they're doing.
Okay. Okay.
It's really close.
Successes.
4.
is not enough to beat my 5.
Can I at this point spend willpower? Or did I need to have done it before hearing your results?
Good question.
You know, I'm not actually sure if that's a thing, so I'm going to say that you can spend willpower here.
Okay. Thank you. Let's see what we can do.
So for the two of you,
Yeah.
while this is happening, the 5 are they are initially planning on heading towards the house. You two are not targets. However, you are running back towards the house and they become targets.
Charging.
Are you making any effort to be stealthy at all?
Not at this time.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Being stealthy would mean that you might not be seen, but it also means that they get to act more.
Right.
Yeah, I also have a 2 die penalty since I'm in Hispo, so.
Yeah.
That's
7.
7 successes?
7
Okay,
successes.
That beats my 5. That's 2 plus your you're just
Well, I have my brass knuckles.
your brass knuckles count as plus 1.
I believe so, yes.
So then that's 3. It's not enough to get the gun out of her hands, but you do slam into her cheek, and she starts screaming, but not in a like overly panicked way, and more of a like help. But it's not, words aren't coming out.
yeah.
She's eating a fistful of brass knuckle. But when the shot goes off, you see that, oddly enough, the bullet that goes out, a gout of flame comes out of the gun instead of a bullet itself.
Oh.
And that's all that happens. There's no projectile that comes out, although a cartridge comes out of the gun itself.
Could it just be a very fancy lighter?
Actually, by definition, yes.
That's
Great. Fantastic.
Insane.
How much? I guess neither of you really have all that much in terms of like military training, but you have seen action movies, I assume.
Yeah. I watched 24.
They look like each of these people are headed towards a very specific target. This house, like some are going around the back, some are going down, and one of them has pulled out something in their hands and is preparing to throw it. So there's 5 of them. There's 2 of you. What are you doing?
You're closer.
Yep.
If you wanted to go
I
first.
want to make contact with the person who's pulling out something, whatever it is, and pile drive him onto the ground. So I want to essentially grab hold of him and just over my back.
Okay.
That's my plan.
What is the actual action? Are you just attacking?
Correct. Yes,
Engaged?
that's right.
Okay.
As I said, I'm trying to chomp a leg, whoever's closest. So if I see Dante going for the person and pulling out the thing, then it's just another person.
Okay. As you run forward, as a dire wolf heads in, and as a
I'm in Glabro.
Glabro, okay.
Harry, him,
Monstrous human.
yeah.
So Glabro comes in. You hear just very like flat toned contact.
Shit.
There's a growl.
You and me, let's go.
And a
Right,
grunt.
it is going to be, so bite is brawl. Strength?
Strength brawl.
Great.
You are also strength brawl.
I know what I'm going to need to do.
I rolled fewer dice this time, I'll point out. You're the Arun.
That is a brutal outcome.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
So that would be 2 successes since I'm attacking.
No, the brutal outcome counts as 4 successes.
So therefore it's 6.
Ah!
Oh, dear creepers.
okay.
Dear creepers.
You rip his leg off.
Yeah.
Straight up. He screams as just this arc of leg happens, and it lands in the middle of the street. His rifle just goes up into the air as he falls onto the ground. For you,
3 successes. Oh, sorry, you haven't.
I have to
rolled.
roll for you.
You're right.
Your person.
Oh my god.
Yes.
3 successes, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. We are tied.
Okay.
He is not trying to attack you, though, so you're not going to take damage.
Okay.
But since he wasn't dodging you, you will do damage.
Okay, cool.
We're going to count this as a 1.
Okay.
Plus, what's your weapon? Nothing?
Yeah, claws. Hands, right?
Yeah, so it's 1.
Okay, 1. Yeah.
Uh,
Not a lot.
So you pick him up, but he is going to manage to throw whatever he had into Theo's house. And then, and a extremely loud noise and a flash of light
Oh, fuck.
goes off.
Okay.
There's 3 others.
Yeah.
2 of them are going into the apartment.
They're breaching, yeah.
One of them, seeing, oh man, and is going to fire at you. So you're going to roll your. Now this is the second time you're being attacked this turn.
Yeah, so that's -1 on my defense.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah.
Go ahead.
So that. I need to write more reference down. So is defense dex? Yeah, it's dodge. It's
Yep.
dex.
Athletics, generally,
Great.
yeah.
Wait, 1, 2, 3. I need to
Oh, yeah,
keep
I should be,
each dice.
I should be
Yep.
dodging too.
You got your raise dice.
No successes.
Okay, I only got 1, but that is going to be enough. You are going to take 4, rounded down to 2 superficial damage. Take a rage. It's the first time you've been injured.
Thank you.
Oh, hell yeah. Rage, rage, rage.
Round. There are 2 of these. I'm going to call them soldiers. You have no idea whether they're soldiers or not. I'm just going to call them that because they are decked out. 2 soldiers are headed into Theo's. 1 is engaged with you. 1 is engaged with you, Kate. So
Yep.
Kate 1, Scott 1. Liz, you are still engaged with the person who's in the car, but with these odd fire rounds, which may or may not be interesting. That is round. You first.
I would like to slash my claws across her throat with the intent of killing her.
Interesting. She's going to fire at you.
Yep.
Yep.
Is this strength brawl again?
Strength brawl.
I'm not adding my 2 dice bonus for being in Glabro. I will do them for being his spell. I'll do it from here on.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
We've already adjudicated. We
Yeah,
can
yeah.
go.
Uh-oh. Four.
Seven, 8, 9.
What?
Oh shit.
Wait, let me just make sure. 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 8.
I know what we gotta do. This is...
Should I do willpower again? Can I do willpower again?
If you do willpower, it will reduce the amount of damage you take, but you won't be able to get. Oh well, maybe if you roll zeros.
Yeah, let's try it just to
Okay.
reduce that damage. I'd like to be able to stay fighting.
1 more willpower.
Hey, that's me.
Don't forget, you have another form you can.
Yeah, no, it's coming. I'm ready. I think it's time, in fact.
Nothing.
Shit.
Okay, so how many successes total?
4.
Okay. Another comes up.
Oh.
Yes, I was, Gil. Thank you.
That is going to be 4 aggravated damage
Yikes!
as a gout of flame
Ooh.
That's
lights
okay.
you up.
Use some rage because getting a fire egg.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's silver. Never mind.
Well,
It's aggravated damage.
the
You're
first
still
time
going to
you're
gain a
hurt.
rage.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. 'cause
Yep.
it's the first time you're hurt.
First
Truth.
time you're hurt. But then the gun melts and she and drops it onto the ground. So now she has no gun, but you have taken 4 ag.
Am I on fire?
No, it does not. It's not enough to ignite your clothes, but you are certainly smoldering in a few places. As in, you don't have to worry. You don't have to like.
Yeah.
I was gonna hug her aggressively.
I
Oh,
mean, that's still not a bad idea.
oh my
Scott,
god. Yeah, it's so I'm currently engaged with someone. I've lifted him up off the ground. In this change, I'm gonna rotate him towards me, shift into Krynos, and then throw him at a window to breach Theo's apartment for myself.
Okay.
So
Now,
that's
going
a
into
couple of
Krynos,
actions.
For what it's worth, because you're shifting and taking an action, you'll take a 2-die penalty, but you get 2 dice for going into Krynos. So I will ask you to make your 2 rage checks.
Yeah, which I will make back to back. Because if I fail them both,
You lose the wolf.
lose the wolf. That's pretty bad. That's not good. This is not good. I should have had more.
You lose the wolf?
Yeah.
Oh
Should have taken damage.
Choose Hamid, Lupus.
Hamid. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. So I guess in that case, then the like rage kind of melts out of him as he shifts. In fact, the other way back. Is that still a 2-die penalty minor action? Because I tried to shift, right? Like essentially. Okay. So I can't. I have one next round then. In that case, I'm going to. I'm just going to jump into Theo's apartment.
You're going to run after them?
Correct.
So roll me your athletics.
Okay.
no!
Oh, I don't have any
Jesus.
rage,
No
right?
rage dice. Yeah.
I don't like it.
Dex athletics, on the other hand.
How many did you have?
Yeah.
2 dice.
-2, thank you.
You don't have to roll any rage dice, though.
Yeah.
Yay. Oh, hello. No, okay. 2 successes.
Okay. As you run, you can feel 2 bullets from his rifle go through your calf. You are taking 3 superficial damage.
Okay.
That's 5.
Okay.
Right,
you've
right.
you've
I've already
preemptively
rounded it.
rounded it
Yeah.
down.
3 superficial damage as you race into the apartment. Thankfully, you weren't in the apartment, so the flashbang isn't affecting you. But as you go in, you can see that Theo is shaking his head, like trying to clear it as there are 2 who are moving in, and you hear on the ground.
Oh my god.
On the ground.
Rage check to heal.
Yep.
A fail. Also,
You still
I still
heal.
heal. Great. So I'm down to 2 rage.
Yep.
And I'm going to go to chomp another leg.
That's too bad.
The person that shot at Dante is who I'll go after.
Okay.
Good. That's not a 1 or 2. So 1.
Why is that good?
2.
It seemed to work out pretty well for you.
I can spend a willpower.
Yes, you can.
Great. I'm gonna spend a willpower and reroll 3 dice.
A lot of willpower left to spend. Well, although you can spend it, but you'll start taking aggravated willpower damage, and that shit does not heal you.
That does not go
You did
away.
tell us we needed to be better about spending willpower.
I did.
I think we went too far in that direction.
I'm not sure that I agree.
I have 4 successes.
4 successes?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. And this is a bite
Yeah.
that you're going for?
Yeah.
That's great. You managed to clamp down on this person's midsection.
Yeah.
And you tear a chunk out. The guy screams, drops his rifle, it skitters across the ground, and he just clutches. He's not dead,
Yeah.
but he is.
My bite does +1 egg.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, he is in. He's not dead yet. There may be
He's
some
not good.
infection happening.
Oh, it's gonna be bad.
But that's enough. There's now 2 soldiers down, 3 soldiers up. And then that's round. This is round 3.
Shift into Krynos, baby.
Oh, this is happening. Okay, roll 2 rage checks, please.
Outside the car, it just goes.
Actually,
I mean,
Yay!
okay.
Yay! Where were these zeros before? Fuck!
you'll notice that you now have more health levels than you did before.
Counting on it. Counting on it, bud. Can I also roll to regenerate now?
Now, you have taken aggravated.
Yeah, I
Damage.
wasn't sure if that was a Krynos
2
special.
rage checks equals 1. So
Yeah.
yes, you can do, because you can heal in Crino specifically. You can regenerate 2 per rage check. So you could, instead of 1 super, regenerate 1 egg. So it's just a question of whether you can do that in the turn you turn Crinos.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the
Can I
question.
do it all at once? Can
Yes.
I also attack, or am I choosing?
It'll take you. You can. So you can do the rage check
Mm-hmm.
to heal. That's fine.
Yeah.
So roll 1 rage check
Yeah.
to heal 1 level.
Will I also be able to attack her though? Because
Yes,
I'm
that'll be at a 2 die
prioritizing
penalty.
that.
But you gained 2 dice because you went into.
I know, but she's rolling massive pools.
Well, her gun's gone now. I don't know if that's necessarily going to make a difference.
But the thing is, if you shift, you
Yeah.
take a 2 die penalty, no matter what. The regeneration doesn't affect that at all. But because you gained 2 dice when you shifted from Glabro to Krinos,
Yeah.
and then down 2 dice because you shifted this turn.
So you're equal
Oh,
on dice this
okay.
turn. You
Yeah.
do get to heal.
I understand.
Yeah.
That is what I shall do. 1.
Hmm.
9.
Okay.
Excellent.
Right, so you lose 1 rage,
1.
but you heal 1.
Yay.
1 check.
Oh,
It's only 1
Oh.
check.
great. That's
So you lose the 1 because that was your first
Yeah,
roll,
okay,
but you do
No,
1.
we're gonna re-roll.
okay,
Okay.
great.
Just 1 roll.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, baby. 7.
Then you keep it.
Hoorah. So got that.
And then you heal 1.
Thank you. Hooray.
You.
Oh, yeah, and it's and,
And then let's actually also.
I want to bite her face.
Regenerating each level of aggravated damage requires 2 rage checks.
Ah, right.
So
Okay, yeah.
make another rage check now.
Okay.
Okay.
8.
Oh,
Okay. Then you heal 1.
hooray.
There you go. Congratulations.
Thank you. And now I'd like to bite her face.
Okay.
I'll look
Well,
that
that's fair.
After.
And you are attempting to. So now she doesn't have a gun anymore.
Soon she won't have a face.
That's very possible. She's just trying to get out of the car. You have now. You can hear the strain of the car's metals creaking as you have now busted out to larger than the car's doors. prepared to accept. That's her roll. Let's see what yours is.
And is it a different roll for biting? Is it still brawl?
Strength roll.
Oh, right. Okay, so. And then it's a bonus of 4, but it's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 but 2 away because you shifted this turn.
Think that
Remember,
math.
if you kill somebody this turn, you get to keep staying in Krinos without having to spend willpower.
Nice.
For
Wow.
Great.
Wow. All right, here we go. Oh, that's through. Oh, that's a brutal outcome.
Oh.
So that's 7.
Oh. Spaghetti goes.
Would you like to potentially lift the car?
Like,
You bite her face,
yeah.
basically throw the rest of her body so that it goes into the front, and then you smash the car around her. She's dead. Like 7 successes, base human, aggravated damage. You cannot survive this! Especially because I rolled 1 success. So,
Oh no. This would have
but
been useful.
you wreck the car
Yeah.
in the absolute rage of destroying this person who dared set fire to you. The car is destroyed alongside the person. There's once again very little that's left. This seems to be a
pattern with me.
with the old Black Fury rune.
Jesus.
We love it.
Smear. However, you may now maintain Krinos for an extra round. You did kill someone. Scott.
Yeah. Seeing these 2 people approaching Theo, I mean, like, Dante may have lost the wolf, but he hasn't lost his sense of needing to do something.
Okay.
He's going to reach into his own skin, 2-die minor action, to retrieve his pistol.
Yep.
And he's going to fire it at the one who's closer, right? Just
Okay.
to try to scare them off. We'll see.
Okay.
2-die minor penalty. Dex. Okay. Right.
Would you call it like a fire pistol or something like
Yeah.
that? Like, yeah.
You rolling?
Heard fire pistol.
Modified Dragon's Breath
Oh, I
rounds.
should. Modified?
Modified Dragon's Breath rounds.
That was the shittiest reroll of life.
How many successes?
None now.
No. You rolled.
I rerolled one that was a success
Why?
because I wanted to get 10s. That was silly. That was honestly silly.
That might have
That's
been
okay.
silly.
That's fine.
That might
But it
have
was
been
only one success.
Instead, we're gonna turn around.
Yeah.
The guy,
Yeah,
like,
it's gonna hurt.
contact. You are going to take 2 superficial damage.
Okay.
You now have everything filled up,
Yeah.
as you can see, which means specifically, so that I can make sure that I have this
Sure.
100% correct.
Sorry,
because
guys.
I don't want
2 die minor penalties, only 1 round. Next turn, it's gonna go great.
Dear
One problem is
Reapers.
that I have to change this program for my PDF because it doesn't work properly.
Ah,
This is
It really doesn't.
it is bananas, but it's what I've ever. It's always what I've
You are impaired.
Oh.
That means
gun gets stuck in your arm.
you lose 2 dice from all physical dice pools.
Okay. So when I said the -2 would only last this round, I was wrong.
Yeah. It's -2
Okay.
to all physical dice pools and any pools that I considered similarly impaired.
That's fair. Okay.
But yeah, you're in some trouble.
Yeah.
Care to bail him out?
I would like to howl at the moon.
Oh,
I would
it's
like
useful.
to rage check to heal. I succeed.
Okay.
Where Dante has how many on him?
2.
2. Can I make multiple attacks per round and reduce
No.
my pool? No. Okay, well I'm gonna go after one of them.
Through the window, like
Yeah, I'm
into.
just gonna crash into the building and chomp it, whichever one seems slightly more threatening.
Someone who's pointed a gun at my face.
So then
Gun at my
that
face.
is
All right.
my 2 dice for that.
What's happening?
See, I didn't expect this
Strength.
from Brom. I expect it from me.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because I got a crit.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! Keep Macris.
Someone want to tell the Ragabash that they need to calm the fuck down?
No!
No!
Uh,
Ragabash a rune combo?
in this particular case, you're biting still?
Yeah.
Okay, the dire wolf moves forward, and were you attacking the one who just shot him or the other one? There's 2 left now.
Whichever one seemed like more of a threat. So maybe
Probably
the one
the
who
one
just
who-
shot him and pissed off at them. Or,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what makes
So-
more sense.
It's either you shoot at the one, you fire at the one who hasn't acted, in which case then you can interrupt their
Yeah.
action.
Yeah. Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So
So then, yeah, the
I
one who
rolled.
hasn't acted
You rolled
yet.
7 successes.
Yeah.
I rolled 2.
Oh!
5 plus
That's
1,
6. That's 6 egg. That's enough. Your jaws close around his throat, and his eyes close around his life.
Oh.
Uh,
And clipped. You did the way it would work.
Like, to growl at the other one. But I'm not going to actually use that as a full action or anything, because I don't think I can.
Okay, so there was the guy with the leg. No, sorry, there's 2 left.
Yeah.
So there's one more. That person, seeing as how everybody's getting absolutely decimated here, he's hopping back in the van.
Do I see this?
Yes, you do.
Can I use Halt the Coward's Flight?
So we're gonna go.
Oh yeah, round.
Oh, yeah, right.
This is round 4. I assume we want to keep going.
So, Halt the Coward's Flight. The Gru emits a fearsome howl directed at a visible target fleeing from them, or a member of their pack and still within 50 meters.
Yeah.
A victim of this gift has their movement speed reduced to walking pace as long as they try to escape the user. The gift succeeds automatically on mundane people, vehicles, and animals.
Well, that looks like a vehicle.
And then supernatural victims
This
can
person is not
do
I
a
can't believe
That is your action.
Yeah.
It requires a check.
one rage check.
I can't believe you can halt a car.
First, do you want to regenerate?
Oh yes. So
Two
it would-
raise checks.
Oh.
Aggravated.
Yeah, but then you'll still worst case
Yeah.
scenario, you still have one left.
I know, but I don't want to lose the wolf. Like, what if I
You
fail all
three
three of
times in a
them?
row, that's a 1 in 8 chance.
Mine was a 1 in 4.
6. Okay, good.
Okay.
1.
Okay,
Ooh.
so you go down 1 rage and heal 1 ag. We'll deal with that. in a second.
I'll just do that one at a time so I don't forget. And 6. Hooray.
Hey.
Ow.
He freezes as his hands go towards the ignition of the car, and then just pulls up his rifle again. But you're far away, so he's not going to fire at you. He may fire at someone else.
No, my buddy.
There's one person left in the apartment, one person who's in the car. The person who's left in the apartment is now alone with you, and you're like between the two, so you can choose which one.
Yeah.
Car or a guy in the apartment.
My focus is on the apartment first.
Okay. So the person in the apartment you're the dire wolf. He's probably going to fire at you instead.
Yeah.
Go
That
ahead.
may be wrong.
I'm just a dude going, ah!
Okay. Better for me. Anyway. I don't know about better for you.
Hit the. Okay, set that.
Jesus, that's a lot of dice.
I'm gonna re-roll the winner just so it doesn't knock anything out.
Chris. Chris.
2,
I'm a big
3
fan.
successes. Do I want to spend a willpower? There's no penalty for maxing out my willpower.
Yes, you'll become impaired, and all of your social and mental pools will take -2.
Nope. Great. I'm gonna stick it 3 successes.
We tie, so we're
Oh!
both going to do 1 plus our. So you're
Threshold.
by
So that's
2 egg.
Yeah, 2 egg.
Oh, that sucks for him.
Yeah.
You are going to take 2 superficial damage. Because you've
fair.
taken 4.
Right.
It's a
Two
fun one.
and before
Um,
I'm down to 2.
Like you fire, but enough that your bite closes on his arm, and he manages to shake you off.
Can I get Theo out of here?
Yeah, if you want.
That's
You
what
can
I-
grab him.
Yeah.
There's a small struggle as he doesn't realize what's happening,
That's fair.
but you can grab him.
And then I'm gonna go out the back, not towards the van, right?
Okay.
Come on, you're gonna be safe. Let's go.
Okay, you're out. Round.
I'm going to shift back to Glabro.
Okay, so you're not spending the willpower.
I don't want to spend my willpower now.
That's a rage check to go to Glabro,
Okay.
or you can shift to. Or no, you were in Krenos.
Yeah.
No, you have to go down to Hamid.
Oh, okay.
What?
Uh,
In Krenos, you have to switch?
Upon leaving Krenos, your rage is reduced to 1.
Ooh, okay. I might not want to do that. I'm just going up there
You
for a
could
second.
actually go to Glabro if you wanted, but your rage will be reduced to 1.
I thought that was something after frenzy. Interesting.
At the start of a turn, if they didn't kill something in the previous turn, a werewolf in Krenos form must spend 1 willpower point to avoid going into frenzy.
Right.
Upon leaving Krenos form, their rage is reduced to 1.
Okay.
I'll come back to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Macris.
Other guy in the.
There's just the
Yeah.
so there's the guy in the car and there's the guy who you wounded. He looks like he's going to attack you.
Okay, then I'll go. Well, if he's gonna attack me, then I think I'm gonna head for the. I just don't want to let like Dante. I'm gonna deal with the guy who's near me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Thanks for saving. Dice.
Even though it's a good number, I'm letting it reroll because it's a later. Gotta be honest. So that's only 1 success.
1 success is enough.
Oh!
It rolled 0.
Oh no!
Another egg.
I'd feel terrible if I don't.
That's enough to drop him.
Cool.
Oh,
You manage to tear out enough stuff. So
Viscera.
there's now 4 dead soldiers in the area. There's one guy who's in the van who can't actually flee anymore. So now he's picking up a rifle and he's aiming it at you.
Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna stay in Krynos because that's that. So I'm gonna take that,
Yep.
and I'm hoping I can close the distance. Assuming I've been like running towards the van this whole time.
You'll say that you've been running towards the van while you were howling to get the van to stop.
Can I do a cool leap and land on the hood of the car and like smash him through the windshield or something like that?
Jump up and literally dive kick the windshield into him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that.
Go ahead. And then just savage him with your claws afterwards. You can't bite him.
Yes.
Say that you can't do that.
Life.
Oh, because like the T-Rex in
Little
Jurassic Park,
miracles.
there's like a windshield
Yeah.
in the way. And teeth are, yeah.
Is this still a strength
so
brawl,
scary.
John?
This is... We're going to call this a dexterity brawl.
Ooh. And then, okay, so we've got that.
And he's just going to go... Yeah! So he starts trying to fire through the windshield. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
4 successes.
I rolled 1.
Oh.
The windshield explodes from the bullets facing outward, but you smash through it as if the projectiles don't even have time to go out, and they come back in and just glass as the rest of your claws just rip into shreds.
Unbelievable.
Clean up on Isle Wilson.
I'll take it.
Thank you. Good.
You have Theo.
Grief.
We are hobbling together down the little alleyway between Wilson and whatever Melrose as we head back towards Troyan's car.
Okay. Round.
Oh yeah.
Would you like to leave curtains?
Yes. Yes, please.
Okay.
Bust some more doors.
I would suggest that you may want to shift to Hamid, but you can.
I will do that.
Okay. So shift to Hamid.
And-
Macris, do you want to
And I'm back on the
regenerate?
card. Okay.
Yeah.
May as well, right?
Yeah. Please rage. Regen.
You regenerate. This is good.
And then I'd probably revert. Unless...
You're gonna go to Hamid?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the delirium will protect you to a certain degree. People aren't going to be like, there was a werewolf, oh fucking shit. But that doesn't mean that people aren't going to report gunshots, and there may be other people who will converge on the area soon. For once, Theo's not talking.
Can I? The goal is to get back to Troyan's car, but can I just at least observe him? He would seem shaken, I imagine.
He seems to be coming out of it.
Yeah. Hey, Theo, man, you okay? I don't know what the hell happened back there.
Are you guiding him towards the car?
Yeah,
He just gets in the car.
Okay.
He's
great.
not answering.
All right.
Picking glass out of my hair, I
Knuckles. Sorry, yeah.
You're still in the cab of this van.
Oh my god. It was looking funny. So climbs out and after ascertaining that everyone is accounted for and everyone else is dead.
Everyone else is dead.
Some people have been removed from existence completely.
Yes, that
Yeah,
has
that is also
that's
correct. Yeah.
there is a leg on the ground in the road.
Nice.
Art. Anyway.
Odd. She heads for the car.
Okay. Macris. The smoke alarm is going off inside Theo's apartment. Now you realize it.
Crash.
Yeah.
Get fucking smoked.
That's how we deal with it.
Well, is
Macris,
anything on
gently. Alright.
fire? It's just from the smoke bomb, right?
Yeah.
No, nothing's
Oh,
on
yeah,
fire.
yeah.
It's not like people actually have
Smoked.
to be evacuating.
No, we're good.
I make sure to throw it down in the middle of the room so it can be found. replaced.
Okay, we don't want Theo to get busted for not having
Well,
it.
I don't want whoever next lives there to not have a smoke.
I don't think anyone's gonna be living there after.
I mean, that is fair too.
Oh,
Actually, in this economy, yeah, I was gonna say like.
it's true.
Macris takes a moment to look around at the carnage.
There's a lot. Quite a bit of it is your fault.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm reasonably sure that most of the people who are dead here are your fault.
Takes up a couch cushion and uses it to wipe her mouth.
Oh, fuck.
Throws that on top of the fucking.
Cheers, yeah,
Pile
cheers
are-
is right. Damn,
Me too.
Yeah, sorry.
that's great. Wow, what a win.
And heads off to the car. I have to assume that they were talking to people other than each other. There's no way of burying this. Someone somewhere wasn't surprised to see us. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Vroom.
Yep. Just
As the car
resting glare.
drives off, it's only after you've rounded the corner that you can hear the distant sound of sirens.
They shouldn't have been there, whoever the fuck they were. Gonna hope their cleanup team is faster than the cops.
Probably is. Theo, I know you. Troyan told us what you told her, and I didn't believe anything was wrong. I'm sorry. This is fucked up.
Theo's just staring at out the window of Troyan's car. What kind of car is it?
Shit, I thought of it and then forgot. I'll get
come
back to you. Yeah.
It's a Nissan Cube. My least favorite car of all time.
Ew.
The worst.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes.
You know what? Drop your suggestions in the Discord with photos. We'll choose appropriately.
Lipstick pink.
Yeah.
Theo, if you've got a name for us, now's the fucking time.
I think we better get somewhere quick. Anywhere that's not here. Anywhere that's not here.
We're working on it.
Tryon is driving back towards the bar. They have a safe room.
We'll be safe where we're going.
He's pressed against the door of the car as if he's trying to make himself as small as he possibly can be.
Hey, it's okay, Theo. You're safe. You're with us. We got you. I realized that was all pretty fucked up, but like, Troyan was right to check on you. I really don't want to think what would have happened if we hadn't been there.
He's been through a lot. Dante, just give him some time. And she picks another piece of glass out of her hair and throws it out the window.
Bounces off the window and into my eye.
Dante's
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
This sucks!
Yeah, basically.
What Kung Fu Fenris is mentioning, that's the thing. As much as he's crouching away from you, I'm going to have all of you roll me your intelligence occult, please.
Oh, jolly good.
Straight face go with everything.
It's only social that takes a hit with willpower, or is it mental as well?
It's mental as well.
Then I don't think I can roll.
Okay.
You can always roll one die. That's how everything works. You don't
No,
have
right,
to
that's
if you
true.
don't want to.
Does it
'cause
have to
it'll-
be my rage die?
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
Even if
Oh,
it
yeah.
was just one raise.
I wouldn't be no, physically hurt. Fuck. Absolutely ludicrous.
You're spending it?
I'm
Don't
re-
spend it, man.
No?
It,
To reroll?
it's enough for one person to know.
Oh, I didn't even see.
got two.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just-
I didn't even I was like this is my chance to shine.
You have spent a lot of stuff this
Yeah. No, I was yeah.
The way that he's acting, he's either got some kind of resistance to the delirium, or he's incredibly composed. Here's the way that it reacts. Anybody who's affected by the delirium, non-supernatural onlookers, a composure and resolve of 1 to 5 is fear. 6 to 9 is a controlled fear, and 10 is a resignation.
And what's he showing? Controlled fear or resignation?
He's certainly doesn't look like he's afraid. He never did. And I think we'll end the session there.
Yeah, like as Macris like turns around, because so far Macris has just like maybe been like using the rear view or whatever, but Macris is like full on turning around. I keep trying to write Troy, but it's Theo. There we go. Theo.
So he shows
Not
no fear, which seems sketch.
Prius.
As we move into Fancy Corner, I strongly recommend everybody in the chat join our Discord if you're not already a member. Head on over to Montreal by Moonlight spoilers and start dropping your theories about Theo there. I'm going to be doing one later because I have a theory.
If I could request a slight lower
Oh,
of
it's
this
already?
chart.
I just did.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks. Okay, good, Gil. Excellent.
Oh my
Wow,
gracious
tell me
me.
those.
Holy.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh my god.
All right. Scott,
Yeah.
as my music program may or may not have crashed, we'll find out in a second. Scott, I guess I should also slap us over.
Whoa, here we are. Oh, interesting.
So, Aragorn isn't here. So the moot point today, this poll, Kung Fu Fenris, it's going to fall to you if you're interested in it. Kung Fu Fenris, is there a suggestion for a poll that you want to do about a theory craft, conspiracy theory, or question that you may have about what's going to happen or what has happened in the session? And I'll throw it up as a poll. Or you can, because I think we still have access to polls here. And if you're not interested in doing that, just let me know and I'll just do it.
Theory. It could be Bonnie's.
Scott,
Yeah.
what'd you learn this session?
I learned that despite being a shapeshifter, despite being Guru, Dante is you can be pretty fragile in this game, physically and sort of willpower wise. I learned about my own fragility today.
That's fair. Combat is fast in this game.
Yeah.
Which means that like
Things can
you're not a
change.
tank, or I mean you can be, but you're like it's designed to be like nope. Sometimes things are going to go bad, and they're going to go bad quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Just rebooting the music program here.
Yeah. Fucking sweet though.
Liz?
I learned that my recent PCs, with the exception of Mickle, probably have been much more like reticent to just launch fights in the middle of residential areas. But I think Troyan went full Black Fury this time, and so learned what that felt like. Terrifying, but exciting. Yeah.
I learned that Macris is a good combatant, isn't good at necessarily choosing what to prioritize in a fight.
Well, yeah, that's the Arun's job.
Yeah,
I mean,
apparently.
yeah.
Your job is to be sassy and kill people.
Friends. Hello, welcome Raiders. Unfortunately, you've cut us at the very end of our session, but as Kung Fu Friend has said.
Mm-hmm. But welcome all the same.
Do you like seeing Red Sage RPG around? Absolutely. Scott, do you want to call someone's play out?
Yeah, I'm jumping on it right away. I want to call out Kate as Macris for decimating the battlefield. It's just really cool to see a game about rage and partially about violence come out with rage and violence, and it's awesome. It's awesome to see it, and it felt right also for the character to just be like, gonna do this, gonna do this, gonna do this. You're strong, you're tough, you get shit done. It's great.
Pick up a couch cushion.
Oh,
Face.
I mean,
Yeah, the extra
Play
flavor
the
was
game.
so good.
there you go.
Oh my god.
I want to call out Troyan for wanting to check up on Theo. you know, we were like, oh yeah, I guess, whatever, he's probably fine, like, and that feels correct for Troy, and despite being the Arun, despite being the fighty fight, you were like, no, I care, because that's the other side to the coin, is you have a character who connects to people, and it was nice that you pulled that in, rather than being like, let's go wreck shit.
Thank
So,
you.
We ended up wrecking shit.
Yeah, I mean, sure, yeah.
The best of both worlds.
Guaranteed shopping.
Scott,
Yeah.
your plan got totally decimated, postponed.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, sidetracked. Yeah.
But I think the plan that you came up with, basically on the spot, to get into Zed's house and how you were going to do that, like, that felt very Dante. It was super playing to his skills. And even when you, like, checked on the Umbra, when we had the sapling in the basement and, like, we're looking to see, it was just, you were, like, picking up all of these moments of how can I use Dante's skills in these instances. And it was really great.
Thanks, Liz. I appreciate that. These characters are really, like, snapping into focus, even 4 sessions in, like, in a way that I think is really, really, really cool. Oh!
So today's moot point, because it was brought up earlier, is are we shipping Theo Troyan or not? The audience has their chance to vote.
Oh, okay. Kung Fu Fenris, I thought, had shot something in earlier.
Oh, I did not see.
It was who's gonna die first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Who's gonna...
All right, we'll do that. We'll do that one too.
Kung
Why
Fu
not?
Fenris says, so don't worry about it.
Okay. Sorry, I missed that. Kung Fu
Yeah,
Fenris. I
yeah,
apologize.
you were.
I wanna
Nice.
shout out
1, 2, 3.
RST John today for
Yeah.
doing what this is. I love this kind of session where it feels like I got 2 for the price of 1. We played for our usual playtime. We streamed, but we got 2 sessions. We got a heist. I mean, a break-in and a combat. Like, it felt like 2.
We got 3 sessions.
3 sessions.
We also got like the planning in.
We got
It's
the
true.
Yeah. We got the
socials at the bar and,
moment?
like,
What am I trying to say here? And that's just such a great feeling, because to know that we're hitting all of these points, it's very masterful, and it's really sweet. Yeah.
Flower of August believes that Macris will not be the first to die by virtue of the fact of her health track.
Yeah,
I mean,
on the tank.
Tanks sometimes
Bam,
die
bam,
so others
bam.
may live.
But we'll see, because I think we're all gonna find our way in combat. So just figuring out how to become the tank.
You can't rage up in this game. In old versions of Werewolf, if you took lethal damage, you could roll your rage in a last-ditch attempt to rage up, but it would give you a scar.
Oh shit. Okay.
Whoa.
A scar being like a permanent
Right.
thing to your, but that's not in this game.
There is a gift that's like automatically make a rage check when you take your last level of damage to like potentially heal 1, so you
Oh,
can keep
cool.
going. I think it's Ragabash, but I was just looking at it the other day. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, KFF, that's the thing. If there's a gift, it might be worth looking into for that. But
Gift to draw focus, maybe. is what
Yeah.
I'm
Oh
looking
yeah,
into.
that's a
I
thing.
just don't know. It might be like more of an Arun type gift, so
think
we'll
so, yeah.
see. But I'll check. You never know.
Oh, fucking sick.
for what it's worth, folks, if you want to take downtime actions, you'll have the chance.
Okay.
Theo will remain with you. So if there's other things that you want to take care of, like you want to go and get a appeal to a spirit for a gift or whatever, you can do that.
Okay.
So don't feel like you can't buy a gift because you're like, but I don't have time to talk to a bear spirit. And then you're like, well,
I think I'm gonna have to.
so the poll has ended. No way takes 86% of the vote in terms of shipping Theo and Troyan. 14% think that it might be a thing.
Troy.
Do we like those odds or
Troyo.
Troyo? That was bad.
Troyan? No, Troyo I think is better.
Troy.
That's so good. Oh man. Great sash.
Yeah.
Great sesh.
Yeah,
Oh
really
my
fun.
god.
What's coming up this week, friends?
Oh yeah. There's other streams throughout the week here in this community. I stream.
There are? What?
Yeah, I know, usually, right? You can catch me on Tuesdays at 1800 on twitch.tv/BiffTheBoss. I started doing a new paranormal investigating thing. We tried Conrad Stevens' Paranormal PI. I might mix it up with some Demonologist, which I know is popular out there in the world of people who like getting watching me get scared. So join Paul Prospero. I stream in character, and he has a funny little scream. So join me for that on Tuesday. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can get my review ready this week. But the difference is that review, I'm not. I think I'm gonna work through it on clinic hours, and then I will re-record it so that it can go up on YouTube so that people can see it properly.
That's nice.
So we may work through some discussion. So I'm hoping that there will be a clinic hours. If there is a clinic hours, it will almost certainly be on Thursday.
Okay.
Friday.
Friday.
You have another
Yes, I
tattoo,
have
but we'll be back in time.
I have another tattoo, but we should be back in time on Friday. So there should be Punchy and Boy. Get in Losers, we're going to Ragnarok. 6 p.m. on my channel. And on Sunday, Saturday, Jesus Christ, there is more Drew Crew. We are continuing with the Ringmaster's Secret at 3 o'clock.
Finishing the Ringmaster's Secret. There's only 2 chapters left.
I think there's 4.
Ah, shit.
Sorry.
I'm so excited to. And then you can join me at 1700 Eastern. I believe we're returning. I believe we are returning to the Arkham Horror card game with a brand new campaign. You can I focus on roleplay and storytelling though. So for those who don't know the card game, it's cool. But of course the Discord will be the place to check to make sure that is going on.
And then same time, same channel, 2 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back here with episode 5. And we will see what shakes out from all this action.
Gotta say special thanks to Kung Fu Fenders sticking around. Totally appreciated. Shout out to everybody who I know. There was a bunch of people who wanted to be in stream today and couldn't. It's okay. We'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah.
And you can always check us out either on YouTube or on our podcast, which is just a straight up recording of this. So you can always figure out what happened before. But honestly, a good place to discuss the game, especially if you have your own conspiracy theories, is on our Discord. I am really looking forward to what's going to happen at this point. But for now, we're going to be headed that way.
Pew pew! Aw.
See you next time.
Bye-bye!